We're about to go to the midfield here for the coin toss. As we're doing that, we're going to look a little bit at the starting lineup for the Temple Wildcats. Let's look on offense just a little bit. Let me bring those to you. Across the front, Wyatt Chambers, number 73, 6'4", 250-pound junior, will be starting at left tackle. Across the front, left guard, number 67, Johnny Rogers, 5'11", 198-pound senior. At the center spot, Ryan McKenzie, number 71. He's a senior, 6 foot, 205 pounds. At the right guards, number 70. Met this young man at the pep rally this morning. He's ready to play. Right guard, senior, 6 foot, 230 pounds, Alec Payne. And then at right tackle, number 78, he's a senior, 6'4", 245, Kyle Fort. In the wide receivers, Zacchaeus Johnson, I was looking at if a receiver gets it, all you have to call is Johnson, and you about got it.
Yeah, I say we've got 4 of them on the roster.
4 out of 7 of the wide receivers are Johnson. But Zacchaeus Johnson, he caught about 4 last week. Number 81, a senior, 5'10", 160. Sophomore Jared Wiley's a backup for him. And then on the other side, Terrence Johnson, number 6, 5'11", 185-pound senior. Number 1, make the big catch last week, Deontay Hextall, 5'7", 180. And then in the backfield, of course, Mr. Reid Hesse at quarterback, and starting at the running back, Jemiah Franklin. Picked up about 150 yards last. How'd the coin flip go?
That's what I was. They did it very quickly. Did we pick that up? We've got the toss. We'll see what we got. We're coming out. Looks like we're going to be receiving. And for kickoff here in just a minute, Joe, do you want to wait on the defense, or do you want me to mention these guys?
You can throw some of those out there. Let's see what we got going with the. It's going to be Temple on offense, back deep for Temple. Their normal offensive folks back there, as far as the kickoff return guys. Number 3 back deep is Xavier Johnson. We was talking about the Johnson guys trying to find this guy on this side over here. I believe that's Franklin, number 20. And I would guess that's 21 on the opposite side over there, Webster. That was the 3 that were in the back last year.
That's right.
So,
You know, the field, Joe, we've got right to left here, the sun setting. We can see that sun setting out there in the west. Looks like it's setting over Gatesville out in your neck of the woods.
That's my neck of the woods. Looks like number 15 for Round Rock will be teeing it up. That's Dockery. He handled all the kicking last week, had a couple of field goals, I believe, as well as 5 extra points. So he knows what's going on. We teeing it up. It goes deep on this one over to the right side. We're moving right to left with the Wildcats. Bringing it across the field to the 10, out to the book. Just heads on out of bounds on the left side of the field. That was number 20. Yes, number 20, that's Jemiah Franklin taking that first kickoff.
Boy.
So we're going to start up. It looks like they're going to mark him out of bounds. Didn't get too far out, did he, Art?
He didn't. I tell you, I was watching 33, Zion Leach over there, junior running back, and number 1 from Round Rock, Reed. They were locked up on that kickoff and kickoff return like all get out.
All right, We're starting out with 3 receivers on the right side. It'd be Hess in the shotgun, and then on the left side there are 2 receivers, so no empty backfield here. Starting at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 from the 11 on Temple's end of the field, going right to left. 3 receivers top, 2 at the bottom. Here's a flag on the very first play. Didn't get the play off, Coach. First play of the game. Wound up with it's going to be a 5-yard delay unless we had something wrong with the clock. Let's see what they're doing here. They got the officials, referee coming in. The play clock actually went all the way down to 0, but I'm not sure if they actually had reset that thing, so there's some conversation going on right now. Let's say it looks like Franklin's out wide right along with Hextall, and then in between those 2 guys, let's see, that's 5, which is another one of our split guys. I believe that's Xavier. Number 3 it is, Xavier Johnson. And then on the left side over here, 2 receivers. So empty backfield, moved it back to the –
I don't like the direction on the – we haven't even snapped the ball. It's 1st and 15.
All right, 1st and 15 on the 9-yard line. Quick out. That's taken by the inside receiver. He's up to the 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Whoops, there he goes. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, first play of the game.
Touchdown, Wildcats.
Number
Absolutely.
3, that went to Xavier Johnson.
How about that, Joe? And then you could see over there on that one-on-one coverage, it's a little bit of the same formula. We're just starting a little sooner than we did against Belton. Reed, beautiful pass just right out, put it right in the number 3, Johnson's hands.
Xavier Johnson on that one, all the way from the 6-yard line, all the way for a touchdown. So one play. And it's currently 11:37 to go. Here's the kick. It's going to be Wiley kicking, and just like last week, right straight through the middle. So we're setting with 11:37 to go. It's already Temple Wildcats 7 and Round Rock Dragons 0. Let's go to break. This is K101.7 on your dial, Wildcat football. All right, we're back at Wildcat Stadium. We've already had the extra point kicked off, and Sidney Bunch brought it back out to the 21-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons from the 21. There are 3 receivers to the right of the set. Quick out to the left, that's to number 11. It's a drop over on that side. Who's that coverage over there? Number 2?
Logan. Who else, right? Logan, and, of course, B.J. Schoolart, number 7, was right there with him as well. A little bit of the same thing there, what we just did, try a little pass out to the side, and the Round Rock receiver couldn't handle the ball. But I'll tell you, Ashton and Schoolart were right there to take care of it.
All right, we're lined up again. We've got 2 receivers to the right side of the formation, 1 to the top. 2 backs, 1 right behind the gun with the quarterback. That's Mark Reed, and the quarterback slot got a back right beside him on his left, and then 1 behind him. A little different set from what we've seen as far as the things I watched on film. There's a snap to the quarterback. There's the give to the running back, and there, he's nailed right at the yard line. A pickup of actually 0 for the Dragons. Once again, it'll be 2nd down now and 10.
Well, that's our end, number 13 goalie, Joe, that just sealed that in right there, and there was no getting around him. Excellent job by the Wildcat defense to hold the Dragons and keep them on their 20.
6 foot, 210-pound A.J. Gully on that stop. Just barely got the ball handed off before he was there. Once again, it'll be Reed under center. We got 3rd down. We got 3rd down. We missed that first play. We got 3rd down and 10 on the 20-yard line now. Got 2 receivers on both sides of the set. Straight back, there's a little fake draw, a little fake pass, and a draw with Reed taking it right to the middle. That was a hit, gentlemen. I just want to tell you that somebody stopped them. What was the number on that?
Okay, well, let me paint the picture.
Okay.
Number 10,
They're coming into punt, by the way.
Number 10, our middle linebacker, after about a 7-yard gain by the running back.
That's Rogers Franklin.
Yeah, he just lifted him up about 3 feet in the air and then went straight to the turf, slamming him to the turf. So, that Wildcat defense.
We're setting at 4th down and 4 with 10:18 to go, 7-0 Wildcats in the first quarter. We've got a deep punt from our spread punt formation here, back deep for Temple. Here's the kick. The ball goes end over end down to about the 40-yard line, takes a dragon bounce and rolls dead. It looks like it's going to be about the 28-yard line. That was 28-yard punt. That's that big kid going to USC that punted that ball, isn't it? That number 94. Yeah, that's their
Is
big.
That Lynch?
That's their big defensive end that actually handles their punting as well. I think he averaged about 50 yards on a punt last week.
Joe, that defensive stop was brought to you by Chris Lockett, Remax agent.
That'll work for me, man. Got first down and 10. Got 3 receivers on the right side of the formation, 2 on the top. Once again, Reid Hesse all by himself in the backfield. The ball's at the 28-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 28-yard line with about 9:58 to go in this first quarter. Quick out this time to the left side. Let's see what we've got. That's number 6. He's up across the 30 and about to the 33-yard line, so we'll make it 5 yards on that one. Be 2nd down and 5. The receiver on that play was – I've lost him. He's number 9, I believe.
I'll tell you, I was watching number 81, Zacchaeus Johnson, and the block that he made on number 3.
That was Dylan McKee.
Yeah.
That was McKee. I saw the 8, but I didn't see the 0 on it. All right, it's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats on their own 34-yard line. Once again, this time we've got a back in the backfield. There's a give this time. It's straight up the middle to that's to Franklin. He fights and dodges. Oh, we've got a flag come in on this one from the left side.
That old Round Rock was that Webster? Yeah, that was got Webster's face mask there. That's going to be good for another 15.
That's Jaquez Webster on that carry. Fighting for the yardage, got almost the first down, picked up about 4, so we'll give him 4 on that. And you're right, Art, we're going to add a personal foul face mask, so we'll take 15 more yards, so that's going to put the ball moving it now from the 38-yard line. And as the official walks it off, 15 yards, we're headed to their end of the field, and we're going to be on the 47-yard line. Let's make it the 47, 1st and 10 from the Temple's, from the 47-yard line for Temple, and we're on the Dragons' end of the field.
That's a Lostovica Jeweler first down.
I've been waiting for that the whole time. That was a Lostovica Jewelers first down.
Well, now they get 2 plays.
I got you. Thank you. All right, here we go. Same set. Got twins out to the right. The throws out to number 3s across the 45-40 and down. Looks like out of bounds. That's going to be a first down. Picked up 11 on the play. That pass was out once again. That's number 3. That's Xavier Johnson.
Boy, Joe,
Wildcats, go ahead. Wildcats lining up really fast. There's 2 on each side, 2 on the right side, 2 on the left side of the set. You do have a back to the left side of Hesse. The give fake to the back is a long pass down the left side. Let's see. Fight for that with number. That was that was one of the Johnsons, Zacchaeus Johnson on that one, number 81, and fighting for it with
number 29.
29. That's Reagan Doss. Reagan Doss back there. This is kind of up for grabs for either one, so it's going to be second down and 10 now. We're still down on the 37-yard line on Round Rock's end of the field.
Joe, they snapped that last ball 2 seconds into the play clock. I mean, that's how fast this is moving.
They brought in Temple has brought in their tight end Zach Rumfield. There's the quick give right up the middle, once again across the 35 down to about the 34-yard line. So pick up of 3. That's for Webster's in now.
Yeah.
So Webster.
Yeah, number 94 for Round Rock made the tackle on that. But
that's actually from the opposite side of the formation, too.
That's Lynch that we're talking about, but not until he picked up 3 yards. I'll take 3 yards on that.
All right, Temple's coming out. This is going to be a pro set to the left. That means it's third down and 7 for Temple. Pro set to the left, got twins to the right. Here's a drop back that goes down the field. There it is. I thought that was it. Number 12 had an arm around the receiver as he was going downfield. That was Zacchaeus Johnson, the 5'10", 160-pound senior, and the defensive back just put his arm around him right before the ball got that. So that's going to be a first down. That should be 10 yards of pass interference.
They were really battling all the way down. Zacchaeus on about the 10-yard line. So if Reid threw a nice pass, he put it there, made the defender have to make a play, and I don't think he really had much of a choice. He couldn't. Zacchaeus Johnson was just simply beating him, so that's going to move the ball another 15 yards.
That pass interference provides another Las Tavica Jewelers first down, and that's going to be at the 19-yard line.
Alan, Wildcat Nation Online has to be loving this.
All right, here we go. Once again, we're in pro formation to the left. There's a give around the left side across the 20 down to about fights all the way down to about the 16. That's going to be Webster once again, a little power back. Give from Hesse, running a shotgun, running 2 guys to the top, and then a split to the left with a tight end in the game right now. So let's see where they look like they're sending in some other. Franklin's back in. We're looking at second down and 8, 7-0 Temple, 8:25 to go in the first quarter. Let's see if the tight end's in there. No, we're no tights. We're setting straight with 5 up front. Oh, there he is. He's setting in an H. Yeah. Rumfield's out here on the left-hand side in an H. The back's on the right. There's a give to the back once again around the left side. It's just one-on-one out here. There's a cut back inside by Franklin across the 10 down to about the 6-yard line. That's going to, let's see, it is a first down, another Las Tavica Jewelers first down. So we are looking at a first and goal now from the 7-yard line. So
you can really see here where Temple's picking on. I'll come back and talk about 93.
Got 2 to the top. Got Franklin on the left side. Little slant pattern right to him. That's the way it's run. Little fake to the back. And then Hesse just shoots it out to the left on a slant pattern right into the arms on the touchdown, number 81. Is Zacchaeus Johnson? He's been busy this first drive.
He sure has.
Yeah, the first score maybe not drive. All right, let's get this extra point bunch in here because we hardly ever do it. Jared Wiley doing the kick, and Sean Kirby, number 14, holds. There's a snap to Kirby. It's good. The kick is up, and man, that's a good-looking kick right there.
That's a Matt Poston State Farm extra point.
All right.
Joe, we got time here for just a couple things. One is, people may not realize, originally Oviatt was the starter for the Dragons over on that end.
He's gone.
He's gone. Yep. He's out for the season. He had a season-ending injury last weekend. So what Temple is doing, they're coming around number 93, the defensive end, over here on the Wildcat side. They're definitely attacking that guy and running the ball right at him.
Well, it was a beautiful fake by Hesse on that one to Franklin, who was in there, and all that back had to do is just look in the backfield, and it was too late. That little slant pattern went right in front of him, and we had a touchdown. By the way, touchdown sponsor tonight is Valet Cleaners, serving Central Texas for over 40 years with top-notch customer service at both of their Temple locations, 57th Street, Scott Boulevard, and in the Paintbrush Plaza on West Adams. So thank you for our sponsoring for our touchdown. Hope we have a whole bunch of those Valet Cleaner sponsors tonight. We're kicking off.
Less than 8 minutes left, and Wiley's legs probably already getting worn out.
There's Wiley kicking off again. Whoa, he gets a hold of that one. It's going to go goes about 8 yards deep into the end zone. There's no return. So let's take a break if we can. It's 7:51 to go in the first quarter, 14-0 Temple Wildcats. This is K101.7, your Wildcat Nation station.
We got to.
All right, we're back at the field. This is We're setting at 7:51 in the first quarter, 14-0 right now. Temple Wildcats, and Round Rock's back on the offense. They have twins on both sides. Move the ball out to the 25-yard line after the kickoff. That's where they put it when it goes in the end zone from now on. I'm used to the 20 as well. The officials put it on the 20 and then moved it to the 25. I'm not sure what.
That kickoff brought to you by El Chico.
Absolutely. Out on 31st Street. Let's see. They're resetting the play clock. I see. There it is. 25 seconds to go. 7:51 in the first quarter. 14-0 Wildcats. And we're back on offense with the Round Rock Dragons. We've got twins on both sides. There's a give right up the middle to the power back. That's number 5, Naeem Barnett. He's a 5'9", 175-pound senior. And he picks up about 5 yards on that one, making it 2nd and 5 from the 25, from the 30.
He's going to have to leave the game for a little while for at least one play because his helmet came off.
So 2nd and 5 from the 30 on the Dragons end of the field, looking to the bench for the plays. They're going to have 2 receivers to the right. We're going left to right, by the way, Wildcat fans. We're going left to right now. They got a back on the right side. That's Naeem on the right side, Barnett. The quarterback, Reid. There's a snap to Reid. There's a fake to the back. There's a little cross pattern over the middle, but it was well covered. Well covered.
Yeah, no question about that. Number 5, Fillmore, was all over that wide receiver for Round Rock.
Middle linebacker Franklin was coming out there to cover that as well.
We're already at 3rd down, Joe. Third down on the 30.
3rd and 5, 14-0, 7:23 to go in the first quarter. 2 receivers wide on both sides. The back's to the right of the quarterback this time. That's Mark Reid in the shotgun formation, in the gun. Goes up, calls a play. We're at the 30, 3rd and 5. Let's see what happens on this 3rd and 5. Straight drop back pass. Oh, there's some pressure up the middle. Here it comes from the outside. He dumps it off. Oh, we have a broken coverage somewhere right in the middle. The receiver down to the 50, across the 50 to the 45. They had guys all around that quarterback, and somehow or another, the receiver, which was Jason Uwazi, just found a soft spot right in the middle of the field, and he goes all the way down to the 43-yard line on Temple's end of the field, giving them a 1st and 10 on the 43.
Chalk that one up to 17, Mark Reid. He made that happen.
That's right. He just smart enough to stop. We've got this time we have a slot to the right. We have motion right. 2 receivers on the left. He's in the backfield by himself, so we've got 5 receivers down the field. There's a throw. There's a man all alone, and he catches it. Number 11, once again, that's the same receiver. That's Jason Uquat. There was no one around him. There was broken coverage there by someone. No one went back with him when he snuck out, and that's all the way down. It looks like that reception was all the way down to the 14. No, it's going to be the 10-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal.
Coach Stewart is beside himself down there. There's the Wildcats. I don't know what's going on, but there is just 2 plays in a row.
That's right.
Where the secondary is just completely blown coverage.
They know who it is. The kids know who it is. It's just they let someone get by him. All right, here we go. It's 2 backs in the backfield on each side of the quarterback. Reid, there's a give to the left back straight off a right tackle. He's pushing his way with that big offensive line all the way down to the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from, let's see, they're going to spot that thing about the 6-yard line. Mm-hmm. This is a power set. They have the shotgun, of course, with quarterback Reid right in the middle of the backfield, but then they have Barnett on the left side. Barnett this time's moving to the right side, and then the other big back is sophomore Marquise Brown. Brown is 5'9", 175 pounds. Once again, the shotgun, there's the snap. This time it's a give to the left back. That's going to be Brown, number 36. He tries the middle of the Wildcat group, but there's just the entire defensive lines on that one.
Well, there is no question, Joe. They are coming at the heart of our defense right there. They're running at our juniors, number 90 Williams and 94 Jackson right at the middle, and number 10, our middle linebacker, Franklin. They're coming right up the middle of these last 2 plays.
They average about 280 across the front, so about 275.
I'll take our chances on that.
They're lined up. This time it's going to be the I formation. Oh, he's going up under center. Got a receiver, 2 receivers on the left side under center. Here's just a plain old a wham or an isolation play. They're fighting him. He did not get in. It's going to be. It's going to. Oh no, they did give it to him. I'm sorry. This guy, the ref on the right-hand side, gave it to him. He kept fighting to get in. I thought the other man on the far side, the side judge, had called that. So it's going to be a touchdown. And did you see which guy that was? Which one of the backs they gave that to? I believe that was Brown again, wasn't it? Number 36.
Yep.
Marquez Brown in for the last couple of yards there for the touchdown. So that it's going to be 14-6 now with the extra point coming for the Round Rock, let's see who their kicker is. Dockery's their kicker, same one that kicks off. So 15's their kicker. Number 7's holding for him. Number 7 is Jackson Powell. There's a snap to Powell. He holds and kicks it right through the middle. Let's see. Is there a flag? Where's that guy?
No flag.
No, we're okay.
All right. Take a quick break.
Let's take a quick break. This is K1017 on your dial, Wildcat football. Out on the 30-yard line, I believe, is where they spot those things when they go out, unless they make them re-kick. Temple's coming off. So it'll be first down and 10 with the ball spotted at the 35-yard line for the Temple Wildcats. That was quick. That's actually on that touchdown. That was actually number 5, Naeem Barnett, that brought that ball in. They had twins sitting there, and they actually had just a lead blocker, just like an isolation play where you send that back up through there, or a power play, whatever you guys want to call that. And he just had that blocker in front and kept moving his legs until he got across that goal line.
Here we go, Joe. We've got 14-7 and 5 minutes still left to go in the first quarter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got 3 receivers on the left side going right to left once again. Hesse under quarterback with Franklin with him. There's a quick out to the left. Franklin's out here on the left in the middle of that set. So picks up about 8 yards on the play. Give him 7. Be second down and 3. The quick out to Franklin. Webster's in the backfield by himself that time. Franklin's going out again as a receiver. This time it's going to be 3 receivers to the right.
Going to the other side, yeah.
Right. He's in the middle of the group on the right side. Let's see if they throw out on that side with him. Hesse calls the snap and then turns around and gets the signal from the sideline. We're setting at the 38-yard line, 2nd and 2 for Temple. Give to Webster right up the middle. He's going to pick up a first down. That's another Las Vegas Jewelers first down at the 43-yard line. So we're still on Temple's end of the field, but we're at the 43-yard line. We're moving right to left. We're on the left hash mark for Temple. Hesse is over next to the quarterback, getting the signals from McGehee. Once again, still have 3 receivers on the right-hand side of the formation, 1 to the left. Just the 5 basic linemen across the front. Hesse is in shotgun with Webster right on his left. There's a fake to Webster. He's looking downfield. Oh, wow. That's a lot of difference in weight right there. Number 91 came across. That's one of their new guys. That's Caden Donahue, I believe. He's subbing tonight for Carson Wiseman, who's out for this week.
Yeah, Wiseman was also
I had 2 of their front 3 guys. So that's going to be a loss of about 2 yards on that for the Wildcats. It's going to be second down and 13. It's 14-7 now with 4:15 to go in the first quarter. There's a snap, a real quick throw out. Once again, this is Hesse out to the flat. They're up on him quick that time. Got about a yard out of the play, maybe up to the 41, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 12 yards for Reid Hesse and the Wildcats in this setting. On the right-hand hash mark, we've got 2 receivers over to the left right now, but Coach is sending in some new
That last
folks.
pass was Terrence Johnson, number 6, but as Joe already said, really a no gain on that 3rd down. Here we go.
Yeah, we got Rumfield in the formation now. He's up on the right. We might watch something over the middle. There's a little fake to Reid Hesse. And it is over the middle. Did he get it? Did he get it? He did. What a great catch. I'm sorry. That is Hextall, number 1. What a great, down to the 30-yard line. So it goes from 30 and 12.
First down.
Absolutely. It goes from 3rd and 12 all the way down to the 30-yard line.
About a 35-yard completion for Hesse, moving it down into Round Rock side.
That was a great catch, too. He went down to the turf. Now we've got 3 receivers to the left of the formation. There's a snap. Throws a little bit of a high pass. Had to wait on it just a little bit there, but it's taken by Xavier Johnson, and he moves the ball 5 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. We're all the way down now to the 25-yard line. We're on the left hash mark. Temple taking a little time for this play. You have twins on the top. It looks like Rumfield's still in the setting here. He's on the left-hand side with the tight end. There's a give right up the middle. That is Franklin, I believe. See if I can see a 20 or 21. Whoa. A little bit of extracurricular activity on that with their middle linebacker. That's big number, or actually left linebacker. That's Grant Miller, number 34, 6'3", 215. Give him a little shove to Mr. Franklin and let him know who had him.
This series, Dragons have really struggled with that trips formation that we've been running. We're not running it right now, but they've been running that. They've been struggling with that piece over on that side. Also, Hesse is getting a little bit of the snap high.
Yeah, it's going different place sometimes. Yeah. Well, you've got a nose guard. They're running a 3 defense, so you got a nose guard right on top of that center, and that gives you a little bit of a distraction when you're a center and you've got a nose guard about to hit you right in the face as soon as you snap it. Hesse under center once again, back to the right, 2 to the top, 2 to the left. And they look for the signal again after I get that out really quick. So, Two receivers, third down. We're setting 3rd and 3. Let's see what they do. There's a fake, and it's lofting up to the outside. That pass is, he did not. The 81 showed up right at the pass. I'm sorry, the pass was to number 81 for Temple. That's Zacchaeus Johnson. But the defender on that, when I'm trying to grab a number there, he showed up. He was open temporarily.
It was a good route. It was a good pass. It's right where you'd want it.
They're going to go for it, Coach. Fourth down and 3. 1:59 to go in the first quarter. 14-7 Temple. It's 4th down. This is a big one. Right here, there's coming across motion across the spread. The throw just had to rush it. Number 30, the power. There was a lot of pressure from the outside.
Franklin pulling out into the flat there was Hesse was just trying to dump it to him.
Yeah,
a little short on the pass that time, but you know what? We've got it down here. I'm a little surprised. Last week, Stewart ran Wiley in. I believe we had a 40-something yard attempt at Belton that hit the crossbar. I mean, Jared really got a hold of that. I'm almost surprised we didn't take a shot at a field goal there.
Yeah, they ran motion across the set that time, trying to draw them to their right and then throw it back to our right, but it just didn't work. It threw a little bit low. So we've turned it over this time. So it's 1st and 10 for Round Rock at the 23-yard line. And we have full backfield, have open set on each side. That's going to be both the running backs, Marquise Brown. The fake to Brown across to the left and a give or a keep by the quarterback, Mark Reed, number 17. He goes right off a right tackle, picks up maybe 2 on the play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8 for Round Rock from their own 25 exactly.
The last 3 plays were right up the middle to score the touchdown. Round Rock comes back, running it right up the middle. But, boy, let me tell you, number 90, Williams, for the Wildcats, has had enough. He stuffed that back into their face. I got to talk to him this morning at the pep rally. He's sitting on the front row. All right, open backfield actually on each side of the quarterback now. We've got backs on both sides. That's going to be Brown and Barnett. There's the snap. The give this time is to Brown, actually. The little 5'9", 175-pound sophomore. He goes over the left tackle, but only picks up actually maybe a yard. So we'll call it 3rd down and 8 for the Dragons. We're setting still at the 25, so that's actually didn't go for anything. No, it didn't. As a matter of fact, I think they even lost a yard on it. But, if you're going to go after to that side of the Wildcat defense, they went right at Graham. And that's pretty bold. I guess they're going to try to keep him honest.
Yeah, it's 3rd down.
They didn't get anything.
It's 3rd down and 8. The ball's on the 25. The clock says 3rd and 9, but it's actually an 8. This time we have a formation. We have the back right behind the quarterback, Reed. We've got 2 receivers to the top of the set, which would be we got a timeout.
Yeah.
All right.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter, which is sponsored by Joe Olivares Photography.
Thank you, sir. You're listening to Temple Wildcat Football on K1017 and K1017FM.com. We're back at Wildcat Stadium. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Round Rock Dragons. They have 2 receivers up on the top side. On the left, there's a fake to Barnett. There's a pass across the middle. That's going to be a flag.
Yep.
Yeah, number 4, actually, that ball was headed over his head. That was Ryan O'Keefe. That was a little bit open on a deep slant pattern, and Dalvin Fillmore just put his hands on him just because he thought that was going to head, and that ref was sitting right there, the back judge. So it's going to be a penalty against the Wildcats. So instead of a 4th down and 8, it's going – wait a minute. Yeah, it's going to be a 1st down. Let's see where they step that thing off.
It's going to be up close to
where is it? Here you go. Right, there he is back there.
40-yard line, close to there. But
it's 15-yard penalty, so it'll bring it up right to the 40. We're sitting right at the 25, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 40 for Round Rock.
This Dalvin Fillmore down here, I'm not so for sure that I may be okay with that penalty, Joe. He was getting behind us, and it was a well-thrown ball by Reed.
You couldn't tell from where he was if it's going to be catchable or not. We've got a single back. Of course, that's going to be Reed back there in the quarterback, and also Barnett next to him. We have 2 receivers at the top and 2 at the bottom. There's a give this time, and he rides him. Well, he did not. He reads that quarterback, rides him for a while, reads the running back, rides him for a while to the right, and then pulls it out. Mark does, but he loses 3 yards on that. Defensive end over here, that's big Taquan Graham. Coming all the way across the field.
Yeah, he was all the way.
Yeah, and had A.J. Gully on this side as well. So he just went ahead and went out of bounds.
I'm not for sure Reed had much of a choice on that.
One more time. 2nd down and 13. This time they have 3 receivers up to the left side of the formation. 1 down on the right side. We're going left to right at this point in time. If you envision that, that's actually from east to west in our football field. There's the snap to Reed. He drops straight back, a quick out to 10. makes it to the 45, the 50, right at the 50. Big hit there. A little bit of a risk going across the receiver there to try to knock that one down. Great pass, great catch. Up and picked up about 15 on that one, so it's all the way out to the 49-yard line. We're on Temple's end of the field, so that's a big first down
number
again.
2, Logan, on what he did on that play right there. He saw an opportunity. He
could have been
it was a pick six. I mean, that's what he took a shot at it. He almost got it. If he gets it, he's going all the way. But you notice Logan, he ended up coming back, putting that pop on him 10 yards down the field.
We're through with the first quarter. It's the end of the first quarter, and it's the Wildcats 14, the Round Rock Dragons 7. This is K101-7. This is Temple Wildcat football. Back at Wildcat Stadium, they've already run a play on us. This thing runs fast when we're gone, but it's basically just to give straight up the middle. But we do have a penalty, so it's actually not going to make any difference one way or the other. It's going to be against Temple. It's going to be a personal foul face mask, so the ball is going to go from the 49-yard line to the 39 down to the 34. So it'll be first down and 10 Round Rock on the 34-yard line on Temple's end of the field. Face mask. That face mask was actually way back on the other side of the field because the play was on the left side where the running back was trying to get clear Barnett. But
looked like it might have been our defensive lineman over there.
Something on the other top end.
Yeah,
all right. They're out this time with the open backfield with Reid right in the middle. We have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Reid straight drop back. He was looking for a screen up the middle, but Temple too smart for that one. Oh, that's a fumble. That's either a fumble or a ground. He's thrown all the way back. I'm sorry. He's thrown all the way back to the 45-yard line. They were scrambling, and right at the end of it, Reid just chunked it down. That's going to be intentional grounding.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be a loss of down, and that ball is going to be at the midfield. That's a loss all the way from the 34-yard line, 16-yard loss from the 34-yard line all the way back to midfield. Let's see if they spot it. Actually, they're spotting it at the 45 now. So we're going to have a loss on that one instead of 15. I guess it'd be 9. So it's second down. Let's see. It's at the 45-yard line.
That's huge. That's a big mistake by 17 Reid. I mean, we like us Wildcats. Yeah. We like it. We like it a lot. Loss of down, moving the ball back all the way.
That was not a senior move on that one.
It was not for at all.
All right, let's see what we have here. It looks like we've got receivers coming in. They're going to have 3 receivers to the top of the formation, 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Single back is Barnett. There's a snap to Reid. He's straight back to pass, running to the left across the 50, 45, and there are 2 gentlemen right there to meet him. That's big number 90 again, my friend Lamonte Williams, knocking him out of bounds, and his good friend, number 11. That's Mr. Taquan Graham.
And that add 24 Hall in there, all 3 of those Wildcats.
Reid
go
did
out
the
of right
bounds.
thing. Step out
of bounds.
Absolutely.
Bringing up third down in a bunch. About 20 yards to go on the 44-yard line on Temple's end of the field, but a big loss from that pass play with all that pressure. So we have 3 receivers to the top, to the right, to the bottom. Empty backfield, just Reid by himself. This will either be some type of draw or pass. There's a blitz off of the right side. There's a blitz off the right from the right side, and Reid has to scramble for his life. Who was that coming in? That was number 2. Oh, yeah, I would too. That's Ashton Logan that blitzed all the way from his safety position and got across the line of scrimmage just about the same time the ball was snapped. So Reid had nothing to do except to get rid of it.
Well, we got it. They're going to go for it here.
Down.
They're going for it.
No, Reid punts. They could. I'm sorry. I mean, they could,
yeah,
but Reid's also a punter, so because he punted last week. 4th down and 15 with 11:18 to go in the second quarter now with 14-7 Temple. Let's see what they do. He backs up a little bit. Yeah, it's a little pooch kick. He did this last week. I noticed he had punted a couple of times for about 20-something yards. That thing takes a Temple bounce. It was hit at about the 10-yard line, so he's punting from the 34, hit about 10-yard line and bounced straight back. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Temple at their own 12-yard line.
Yep.
And with 11:07 to go, it's 14-7.
What do you got?
And that
Alan?
was a defensive stop, and
Absolutely.
that's sponsored by Chris Lockett. That was a great hold by the Wildcat defense, holding them to 4th and 15.
Chris Lockett, your RE/MAX agent. Chris has been passionate for serving people and believes that everyone should have an opportunity for home ownership. Check it out on the website, www.chrislockettproperties.com.
That was an excellent stand by our defense.
Very good. They have twins to the top of the formation. They give this time around the right side to Franklin. It picks up about 8 on the play, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. The ball started on the 12. Now it's on the 20. So 2nd down and 2 for the Wildcats. 11:02 to go, 14-7 in the first quarter. They're on their own end of the field, sitting at the 20. Hesse again under center, have 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom, And to give, again, same play, actually, over the right side to give us to Franklin. This time he picks up. That's going to be really close. Let's see what they do with this one. I believe it's a first down. If they measure, it's going to take about 20 minutes to get that chain across here.
It looks
but they're setting
short.
right at the 20.
He's going to measure it, yeah.
Okay. Nope, it's first down.
He called it. Okay.
They don't measure many anymore, I will guarantee. It's too much work. First down and 10 for the Wildcats. They're on the right hash mark. We're going left to right. Now we switched ends. Las Tavica first down right there. Las Tavica Jewelers on 31st. They have two receivers up to the top. Once again, the same play, a give this time to Franklin around the right side, and he takes it for about 4 yards. So they've run the same play 3 times in a row. Coaches may try that until they stop it. We've got a guy really slow getting up over here for Round Rock. That's their. Let's see who's on this side over here. That's there is a timeout. They're going to call it because he's. I don't know that if he's hurt or not, but he's certainly down.
That's 31.
31. That's going to be Jonathan Signs. Is that right? Yeah. 6 foot, 190-pound senior. He's one of the middle linebackers. Looks like an ankle possibly. He's hobbling off a little bit.
Well, you can see, Joe, too, they're definitely – the Wildcats are attacking the side opposite of big old number 94 Lynch.
I would do that all night long. And I think that's exactly – you're right. I think you're exactly right. We've got second down and 6 to go for the Wildcats. They're setting at their own 26-yard line at the right hash mark.
They moved Lynch over to the other side. Now they're big defensive tackle or defensive end.
This time we have Franklin in motion to the right. There's a snap to Hesse. He's looking downfield across the middle. The pass is complete to Hextall up to about the 37, make it the 39. Gave him a pretty good spot there.
He threaded the needle, and number one.
Another Las Tavica Jewelers first down.
Hextall made a nice catch right in a lot of traffic. Let's go for it.
All right, we got first and 10 again. We have 2 receivers to the top, to the left side, 1 to the bottom. Hextall's down here on the bottom. Franklin's still in the back.
We got our tight end. We got our tight end in. The Rumfield.
Rumfield's up on the top. He's on the left side. This is twins to the top or to the left, single right, and then Rumfield's in. They're going to throw that in over the middle here in a minute, I guarantee. There's a fake up the middle. They look over the middle. Going down the right side, that's Hextall. Hextall went from throws. That was a great pass by Hesse down to the 20-yard line, just overthrew him just a little bit. Hextall just ran a fly pattern right down the right side. He was disappointed.
He had him beat.
He did. He was behind the receiver.
Him beat, and Reid threw a nice pass from about the 30-yard line all the way down to close to the 20. About a 50-yard pass in the air.
All right, they're putting Franklin out into the trip set up on the left side, so he's back out in the middle. Hesse takes a snap, and it's throwing it to him. Get him out there fast. Put him one-on-one receiver. He's down the left side up to the 50. First down. Las Tavica Jewelers first down all the way down to the 44-yard line on Round Rock's end of the field. So a pick up that time of 11 and make it 11 and 7. I guess that's an 18-yard pass play. They just put him right in the middle of that set. He's over here on this side now. They have trips to the right and have Franklin in the middle. Well, they pull him out, give him a little breather. Same play, though. This time instead of Franklin, they've got the receiver
Xavier
in there.
Johnson, that's number 3 for
that's
us.
Right.
Johnson.
Xavier.
Remember, you can't go wrong on a receiver for the Wildcats. Say the number in Johnson, you got a good chance. Well, we're getting closer to 31st Street, Joe.
It's 9:51 in the second quarter, 14-7 Temple, and they're on the move. This time they have Hextall up to the right. It looks like Zach Webster's in at the back. He's on the right side.
Another Las Tavica first down.
And 3 receivers to the left. Hess is back, little quick drop, throw out to the right to Hextall. Actually, that would have been a little lower. He'd had that one just a little over his head, little curl-in pattern on the right-hand side of the field, down to about the 22-yard line, but a little bit high. So it's going to bring up second and 10 for the Wildcats on the 32-yard line. They're on the right hash mark. And they're shuffling folks in. They're throwing all different sets.
You didn't play quarterback, did you?
I did a little.
A little bit? Okay, I can tell you didn't play a whole lot because, hey, the receiver touched it. He could have caught it. I know quarterback over here thought it was a good pass.
The back on the left side, that throw to the middle receiver again. This is going to be Johnson. This time he picks up about 7 yards on the play, so it's going to bring up a second and 3 for the. Are we on second? What they got over there? The
he's
clock?
Showing.
I believe it's I've got something wrong with the scoreboard.
Yeah, we're on third down.
Yeah, the scoreboard's off. It says first and 10. They're down behind. Here we go. I'm sorry. Third down and 3. You're right, Art. Thank you so much. Third down and 3. A little bit of a power set there to give off the right side to Webster. A little bit of a power back. That official moves right close to the marker. Let's see what they do. It's a first down.
Yeah.
It's already given it to it. And Las Vegas Jewelers first down for the Wildcats. A pickup of exactly 4 by Webster on that play. Set that thing up and ran it in a hurry.
A very disciplined, strategic, coordinated drive here, Joe. I mean, good passing. They're mixing up the pass, the run.
They're taking advantage of what they're not covering. Exactly. They have 3 backs out there and throw to the middle one. They're going to wear them out. We have twins on both sides this time, 2 receivers on right and left, a little fake, a little quick out. We've got, what did we get, a timeout? What did we get over here? Nope, got motion. Big guy on the top side over there called it. So our referee up on the top called that one. I couldn't see. It's way across the side, but had a motion somewhere on that play. So the Wildcats going to give up 5 yards for that one. It's still going to be first down. So that's still a Las Vegas Jewelers first down, so they get to redo here. And it'll be 1st and 15 for the Wildcats. Now they're sitting on the 27-yard line on the Dragon.
Joe, I'm so proud of this Wildcat offensive line. I mean, these guys
they've only gotten to read one pressure one time. This time they have Webster on the right. Little quick slant pattern. Perfect play. Looked just like the touchdown a while ago, except this one's to the right side. And that play was complete to Terrence Johnson. Met Terrence's dad in the parking lot. He was watching him work out the other day. Great guy. And that was a great catch by his son right there. He made one catch last week for a touchdown. I think about a 26-yard catch for a touchdown for the Wildcats against the Belton Tigers.
That's another Las Vegas Jewelers first down right there, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. We're down on the 12-yard line. We have twins on both sides. There's a give up the middle. This time it's to Webster. He breaks it to the outside. He's to the 10. He's down to the 6, the 5. Lunges for the end zone. Didn't give it to him. That young man went about 5 yards in the air from the 5-yard line all the way down. I thought they might give it to him, but they're going to spot it at about the half-yard line. So a pickup of, where do we start on that one? They're putting them down, so we're about the 12, I believe. So we're down to the half-yard line.
First and goal from the.
First and goal. It's a power set. They got our big guy in there, Hunter Torres, in the lead back. Oh, they're calling the timeout. We've got something going on here. Let's see what's happening.
Wildcat timeout.
Las Vegas Jewelers first and goal, boys.
Yep.
All right, let's take a little break. I have a feeling this may be a full one. This is Temple Wildcat football on K1017. We're back at Wildcat Stadium. Hesse is under center now, and they have the big back there. That's Torres. Actually, there's a give to the up man. It's a touchdown for Torres. He was the up man on the eye, and Hesse just spun around and handed that ball off to the big boy, and he took it in. That's his second touchdown. He had a 1-yarder last year, so he's actually got 2 carries for 2 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That touchdown was sponsored by Valet Cleaners, serving Temple for over 40 years.
Once again, we have let's see, we've got a little something. Temple trying to get one of their extra point guys in there that's always bad when you have to run out there. All right, here we go. It's going to be Wiley kicking again, and this time
I don't know. The extra point wasn't good, Joe.
I actually didn't see where that thing even went.
It rolled all the way across the ground, across the end zone.
Looked like a good snap, the hold. Wiley must have just missed that one, so I'm not sure what happened. So we're setting at 7:50 to go in the first half, with the Wildcats now 20 and the Dragons 7. We're going to have to see if we can do another defensive hold here for the against these guys and get one more in here pretty quick. But that's a great drive all the way down from. We took that ball, I guess. Possession started. Alan, where do we start that one? You've got all that on your play-by-play over there.
We started the ball at the 12-yard line on that drive,
all right,
guys.
88-yard drive. Had a penalty in the middle of all that and wound up with a 1-yard surge there by Torres for the touchdown. So Hunter Torres gets his second touchdown of the season, 6 foot, 225-pound senior. That has to be exciting stuff. Usually when you're the fullback, all you get to do is pound. So it's always nice when you get to carry one. So
he certainly did that, and Temple took it right at him up the middle, too, on that touchdown, didn't they? There was no messing around. And I know we sometimes talk about our line and how small a couple of our guys are compared to their defensive line. There was nothing small about that surge.
We've got an El Chico kickoff coming up, guys.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's Wiley kicking off from the 40-yard line. This one goes low to about wow, that was close. He took that ball, the receiver, that's Brian Bolger, back deep, only a single guy back deep, right on the goal line, and caught that ball just right on the goal line and took a knee. So they're going to bring it out to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Round Rock. 7:50 to go in the first quarter with the Wildcats leading now 20-7. Ball on the 25-yard line. Let's see what we can do here this time with Mr. Reid and company. Shut him down a little bit so far. Had one good drive up through this first half. But let's see what happens this time. They're going to come out in an open backfield this time. They have backs on both sides of the gun with Reid in the middle. Have twins to the left. We're going right to left now, folks. We're right in the middle of the field. And they have a wide receiver to the right. So no tight ends, a wide receiver right, wide receiver left. That's hard to say. Slot back to the left receiver, and then two in the back. So they're going to do a little cross, just see if they can pound it at us. I guarantee. Here we go. The give's right up the middle. This time is that's 10, going to be Franklin. That's number 5 running the ball. That's Naeem Barnett, number 10. Yeah, that's right. That's
a Wildcat, number 10, Franklin. Boy, he sniffed it out. Was waiting for him coming around the corner. Round Rock trying to run it right off tackle. No issue for the Wildcats. I think that's a no gain, Joe. Right. Just hanging it at the 25.
All right, here we go. It's still second down and 10 now at the 25. There's motion across from right to left. He stops, seen this play. It's going to be a pass right over to the right side. Oh, is he going to give it to him? That's good play.
Yes.
Got there just a tad early on that. The defensive back for Temple.
That's our sophomore.
That's 22.
That's our starting sophomore out there, President.
We'll just say that was right on time. Bumped the receiver right as the ball got there, so the ball is incomplete. Thrown out to the right side to about the 30-yard line. He makes a good hit on the receiver. All right, they're going to go this time. They had twins to the right and to the left. A single back to the right of the quarterback Reid. That's going to be number 5 Barnett, Naeem Barnett. He's moving over to the left side now. So we've got
showing a blitz here by
yeah, got it loaded. They back off. There's a penalty on the play. It's going to be delay a game. Temple kept moving around enough that they didn't know exactly what was going on, and quarterback a little confused on that one, and best thing he could do is just hang on and wound up getting a 5-yard penalty. So,
well, if you're on offense right now and you're Round Rock and you've got 3rd and 15 from your own 20, I'm going to make a bold prediction here that we blitz.
our defense has been solid, other than a couple of broken plays. Yeah, just a bad assignment, and they knew exactly who it was when it happened. Sometimes the kids get confused. Have twins to the left and to the right, single back. There's a snap to Reid. The blitz off of the right side. That was Norman. No, that was
Reid running wild on the right side. He's coming around to the 30.
This guy has some speed. You will have to tackle him. We've got trouble. He's down to the 40, down to our 30 now. Reid's breaking a tackle, has a blocker in front of him, trying to get that's Logan. Wow. All right, let's see if I can recap that for you, Temple fans. He actually, great blitz off of the side. That was Graham coming in there, I believe. And then, so Reid just had to break it to the right side, went outside right at the out-of-bounds mark on the right-hand side of the field about the 40, brought that thing back in. And when you turn him loose on the outside, he's got some speed. And he took it all the way down to the 30, 20, and looks like they're down to the, 14-yard line when they're in the field.
Everything positive that's happened in this game for Round Rock offensively has been due to 17. We had him there.
That's
right. Cornerback blitz, and he turned it into something.
That was a big third down conversion right there for Round Rock. He played once again. This time there's a give to the back. He breaks it out to the right side. He's over the 10 down to the 5-yard line. That may be another first down for Round Rock. It's going to be first down and 10. It was at the 14-yard line. It looks like they're going to spot it at the 6. So it's going to be second down and maybe 2 or a long one. That was the big kid that they have in that backfield that they bring in, number 36, or say big, Marquise Brown. Now they have 5. This is a stack now.
Stack with a fullback, yeah.
Have I formation. The give is to the back. Isolation play. Number 5 takes it right into the end zone from about 6 yards out. Nothing but a little isolation play over the left side with a lead blocker. Number 46 was leading that one. He hasn't been in very much. Let's see who that young man is. That's
40.
That's Kenneth Hitchcock, a senior. Actually plays defensive end, but came in to block for the running back on that one and just took it right up the left side for a score.
That
we had them third down in a bunch, and then they take it all the way down the field. But so far, their scoring drives have been one play. So we're going to come in for extra point here. That was a little disappointing, I understand, for our defense, but this is what we see what's going on before the district starts. Back to kick is Dockery. He's 5 for 5 last week. High snap on that one.
Got a block. He's going back.
They blocked it. He's breaking it. He's running to the 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see if he can get loose. 35.
That's
40,
AJ Gully.
he's trying to give it to someone, and he cannot find anybody. The 50, all the way down to the 45-yard line. That was number 13. That was AJ Gully, 6 foot, 210-pound senior that picked up that block and took it back all the way to the 45-yard line on the other end of the field. But
it was on the PAT. It was on the.
It was. So
it adds a little excitement, but they're still going to do the kickoff.
All right, it's 5:51 to go in the second quarter with a score 20-13.
Graham's limping off the field, guys.
Well, when you get those kind of plays that they're scattered everywhere, you never know when someone may wind up getting hurt. I guess we'll keep it right here because this thing is really flying. 20-13. Wildcats lead. That still keeps a 7 up on them with 5:51 to go in the second quarter.
Sponsored by Brian Demke, Remax, Temple Belton.
Well, we've got our three guys back for us: 21 Webster, 20 Franklin, and our number 3. I'm going to go with Johnson.
I'm sorry, that's Xavier. I was letting you guys hold on to that one. All right, here we go. We're about to kick off. Of course, their kickoff. This El Chico kickoff. They're kicking off from the 40-yard line on the right side, on our right, going right to left.
So for all you Wildcat fans out there, where our Wildcats are receiving, our backs are to the baseball field, and we're looking to receive this and put some more points on the board.
There's the kick once again. That's Alex Dockery that kicks. This is a short kick, comes up about the 15-yard line. Is that Franklin? Franklin has the ball. I know it's Webster. Webster fights his way all the way out to about the 29-yard line if we get the right spot. So it's going to be first down in Temple at the 29-yard line on the left hash mark. We're setting at 5:41 to go right now, 20-13. We can make this, starting this one with a Las Vegas Jewelers first down at the 29-yard line on Temple's end of the field. Let's see what Mr. Hesse has up his sleeve this time. Here's 3 receivers over to the right with 2 to the top. They've been picking on this by throwing it straight to that middle receiver and just letting him run. So let's see what happens. Hesse takes a little bit of a time here, walks over to get a play from the coach. No one in the backfield with him. It's an empty backfield. There's that little quick out to the middle receiver. This time doesn't make the catch. Got to looking around a little bit. That's Dylan McGee.
Number 80.
Number 80. He just missed that ball. It went right into his hands. But same play. Looks like we're going to stay with the same formation. It's setting at the 29-yard line, second down and 10 for the Wildcats. Sending in a play. Webster's coming in this time for Franklin. Franklin's out. So Webster's going to be in the backfield. Going to have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. The back is to the left of Hesse. There's a snap. A little bit high. Hesse steps up. Now he sprints out to the right side. He's throwing it on the run. Oh, that's intercepted by number 2 and takes it all the way in. That's number 3. Takes it all the way in for a touchdown. Got a little anxious to throw that one and threw it a little bit high. It was tipped by one of the Round Rock Dragons and then right into the hands of the defensive back for Round Rock.
Over
That's
here on the
Brian
press
Bolger.
box. Yeah, over here on the press box side of the field, right around the 30-yard line. Our receiver tipped it, or the defender, the Round Rock defender tipped it. Yeah, the other Round Rock Dragon grabbed it and ran 30 yards in for a touchdown.
That's exactly the tip drill you do all the time. His other back touched it. Bolger picked it off and took it in for 6 from about. Looks like that tip was about the 24-yard line.
Well, because both of us have missed both teams have missed a PAT.
It still sets. Right.
This point here would tie it up at 20.
So we've got Dockery in to kick. He's their kicker all the time, and it looks like they're lining up actually for the one. So there's the snap, and it's up, and this one's good right through the middle. And so it's going to be Round Rock 20 and Wildcats 20 with 5:23 to go in the first half. This is K101.7. This is Wildcat football. A little bit of a bad break there for Wildcats. Hesse threw it out into the right flat, had a receiver out there, but the defensive back broke in front of him, tipped the ball up, and then Bolger brought it in and went right down the sideline for about a 24-yard interception return and made it at that time 20-19, and then the extra point by Dockery tied it up at 20-20. So we're setting 2020, we're about to kick off here, and Dockery once again will kick off the same 3 deep back there with Franklin Webster, and in the middle is Xavier Johnson. There's the kick. The kick goes all the way down. Actually, it's a little bit of a short kick, about the 20-yard line. That should be Webster. He takes it, breaks it up to the 30, up to the 33, and the 34-yard line. Let me check that number, though. That may have been...
Yeah, it was Webster.
Okay. It's Webster. It's hard to see the 21s and the 81s and the 20s, but it is Webster coming off the field. So a return from about the 16-yard line up to about the 32, so about a 16-yard return.
Yeah, the Wildcats got good field position here.
They do on the 33.
There's plenty of time.
5:16.
This is, second game of the season, second week of high school football, and we're
there's no one going home early.
And I promise you that.
All right, we have 3 receivers to the right. Once again, one to the top. Hesse is in the shotgun, and it's Franklin on his left side. Looks again once for the call on the sideline, steps up. It's Webster, actually. Webster moves to the right side. There's the snap. Fake, and Hesse is around the right side and just throws it away. That was a good play. I thought that looked like a busted play to me. I'm not sure what's supposed to happen. The up back was on the right side, and it looked like that quick out that they run to the middle receiver over here, because we've got Franklin in the middle of that set, but the back was on his right side, so there was very difficult for Reid to try to throw that ball over here on this side.
Yeah,
so it's just threw it away. So it's second down and 10. Once again, we have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the top. The back's again on the right side over here. Hesse is in the gun. There's a give straight up the middle. This is to Webster. He breaks it up to the 40, up to about the 41-yard line. A pickup of about 8 yards on the play, so it's going to bring up third and 2 with that incompletion. So it'll be third down and 2 from the 41-yard line.
Temple took advantage of a blitz there by Round Rock. There was no blitz that linebacker that left it open for.
That's right. It opened right up the middle. Once again, it's a little quick out to the middle. This is Franklin this time. He cuts it back to the inside to the 40, and they're all over out there this time. That's that big Grant Miller, the outside linebacker for Round Rock, was all over Franklin as soon as he caught that ball. They're shutting that thing down a little bit now. They realize what's going on. They've changed their defense up a little bit. So it's going to bring up fourth down for the Wildcats. So they will have they bring in their punter. Wildcat punter is is Robert Torres, number 86, the orange shoe guy. So they're in deep spread back for Round Rock at about his own 24-yard line. Torres gets the ball. There's a good rush on him. He gets that left-footed kick away, and it's going to be out about the 32-yard line. So only a pick of the 9-18. That's about a 29-yard kick. So not one of his best. So it turns out that the Round Rock Dragons will have outstanding field position now. Starting at their own, let's see, he's going to put it out at the 35, so I guess that's a little better than I thought it was.
Well, I'll tell you what, Joe, look, Round Rock has, you said it earlier, that it's coming down to a few big plays that's keeping them in this game because the defense has shut down all the other things, but that number 17, right, Reid, is just making stuff happen. So let's come on, Cats.
Had him down. All right, this time we have 2 receivers both to right and left, a little swing out there by
Beautiful.
By Burnett, yeah. They tried to go back across the middle with the receiver. That's Jason Uwazi. He makes the reception, but he goes nowhere. In fact, he may have lost a yard, so it's going to bring up second down and 11 from the 34-yard line now. It's 3:40 to go in the half with a score 20 Wildcats and 20 for the Dragons. This time we have power set. I actually have a back behind the quarterback, and he turns and gives to that back. It's number 30. That's Brown. He fights his way to the 35-yard line, and then he goes nowhere else.
Wrestled down by a bunch of Wildcats, got a loss on the play, and it all started because number 13 over there on our other end
shut it down.
Gully, just right. Yeah, he clogged it all up.
Lamonte Williams got a hold of him and took him all the way back about 5 yards, but the ball's forward advance was pickup of maybe 2 on that one, so it's going to be third down and 9 for the Wildcats, or for the Dragons on Wildcat end of the field. So we're looking at the 36-yard line. This time we have 3 receivers to the left. There's a blitz. That's Graham coming off the corner. They make a little quick pass out to the right-hand side. There's a reception by the receiver, but a lot of coverage out there. That's Ben Norman on him and takes him down to start with, and then a lot of cleanup out there by.
Well, what happened is the blitz by number 10, Franklin, really forced Reid to have to roll out. He had to rush the pass. He did get the pass off and it completed, but by then it was just it's not what they want, what Round Rock wanted. So here we got four. It's what we wanted.
And Roger Franklin right off the right side on that one and put a lot of pressure on Reid, and he scrambled a little bit, threw the ball way too early for anything to set up. It's going to be 4th down now, 4th and 6 on the 39 for the Dragons. There's a timeout down there, isn't it? Okay, we've got a timeout. I think we'll just leave it right here. We're 2:36 to go in the half with the Wildcats 20 and the Dragons 20.
And that was a great defensive stop, which those are sponsored by Chris Lockett Remax.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Lockett.
You know, Joe, I tell you what, I want the Wildcat fans to understand, this Round Rock team, they went out in the first round last year of the 6A Division I playoffs to Westlake.
Yes.
Now, in case anybody doesn't know, Westlake went to the division. That's the big school, 6A big school division. They went all the way to the state championship down in Houston and lost to North Shore. So, I mean, this is not a team. There's no surprise this being a close game and a tough game here tonight at all.
Big James Lynch is back to kick. That's that big 295-pound lineman, and he takes it and kicks the ball from about the 30-yard line. High kick.
Wow.
That thing, I lost sight of it. It got up so high, and it bounces at about the 15 and is going to be blown dead at the 10-yard line. So we're looking at about a 50-yard punt.
He doesn't even hardly move. He just takes the ball and just swings his leg. I would hate to be that football.
There's no rhythm to his kicking. It's just a lot of power.
But that's NFL hang time on that punt.
And a 50-yarder. I think he averaged 52 yards last week on 2 punts.
Let's go, Joe. We got a 2-minute drive here.
All right, here we go. We've got twins on both sides for Temple on the right and left, and actually they're stacked. So when they break off, this time we give right up the middle. That's either Franklin or Webster, and I can't tell right now, but he takes it over up to the 15-yard line, so that's going to be a 5-yard gain. Who's in there? Franklin's in there, number 20. So Franklin's in the backfield. We have Hextall up here on the top side, and then on the other end are Johnson's.
Receivers are stacked on both sides, Joe. Look at them.
There's a snap to Hesse, back to pass. This is a long one. This is to Hextall down the right-hand side. Tries to come back for it. But does not get it. Good coverage there by number 29. Went way deep on the right side, just that fly pattern he ran earlier. And first time, Hesse overthrew him, but this time kind of underthrew him, and he couldn't get back because the coverage was right there.
Some of our fans were wanting a pass interference, but I don't think that we got that. And that was a pass all the way basically to midfield from Hesse, and what was he on? Probably the 5-yard line when he let go of that.
Yeah. That's 3rd down, sponsored by Howell Dental Associates.
Here we go. We're at 3rd down. It's 5 to go on the 15-yard line. Hess in the shotgun. There's the fake. No, it's actually the give to Franklin around the left side, but he's not going anywhere. There's good defense out there by Round Rock. That's Davion Reid just forcing him out of bounds. So a pickup actually lost it all the way back to the 10. Mm-hmm. Or actually we'll give him 4, loss of 4. So it's going to bring up 4 and 9 for the Wildcats at the 11-yard line. We have, timeouts to go here. What do we have down there? It looks like Wildcats have a timeout. Dragons have 2. So Round Rock Dragons, Coach Jeff Cheatham has 2 timeouts to work with on this end of the field. So we need to get a good punt here. Of course, our punter, once again, that's Torres that punts for little left footer. There's a snap. There's good rush right up the middle. He gets this one off. It's a wobbly end over end. It looks like it goes out straight out of bounds on the left side. They're marking it, so that thing went straight to the fans on the left side. They're bringing it. Oh, wow, that's only the 31-yard line, so that was only a 21-yard punt. Well, we'll make it a 20-yard punt from the 11 to the 31 for the spot. So that's 2 very short punts, which is very unusual for Torres because he's usually pretty accurate or pretty good with his punting. So we're a little bit of a situation here. Wildcat fans, we need to get loud over here on the home side. We've got twins on both sides. We have a stacked back. Of course, that's number 5 as always for the for Barnett. Naeem Barnett in the stack. There's a jump on the top side, so we're going to have a illegal procedure.
I'll take it.
Yeah, that got a little bit anxious on this side for the Round Rock offense. That's big number 70, Tyler Castaneda.
Is that 300-pounder?
Yes, sir.
295. So if he had lunch on the way, probably 300.
Yeah, I'd call that 300.
They're going to cost him 5 yards, so we're going to move him back to the 35-yard line. Well, actually, he started on the 31, so let's make it the 36, Cole. 36-yard lines, 1st and 15. There's the give this time to Barnett, and the Wildcats are everywhere.
Anything.
may have given him a yard on the play, but Wildcats were all that front line was everywhere, and a couple of linebackers as Monto. Wasn't that? Yeah, there he is. There's President right there. Mr. President is right in the middle of that one, coming all the way from the other side. Here we go. We have twins, actually slot to the left and a slot right on this one with the back on the right side of the quarterback Reid. There's a quick pass out to the left flat. He's over the 30, down the 25, the 20, the 15, and tackled by Ashton Logan at the 15-yard line, but not before a pickup of about 20 yards on that play. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10, and Round Rock's running it fast. They're not giving us time to get any defensive subs in. They have a slot back this time, actually an H-back up front, and the gives is straight to Brown off the right side, and that H-back's up there to power him to about they give him 4 yards, let him keep pushing the pile. So it's going to be 2nd down and 6, and we have a timeout, Round Rock. So we're setting with a timeout with 56 seconds to go. The score is 20 for the Wildcats and 20 for the Dragons. There's 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd down and 6. Let's go back for a quick 30-second one. This is Wildcat football on K1017. To play in the half, it's 20-20, and we're down on the Wildcat end of the field. It's 2nd down and 6 for the Round Rock Dragons. They're going to have slots to both sides, slot backs on both sides. They have Barnett on the left-hand side. There's straight drop back by Reid, and then he runs it right up the middle, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. He's down to the 4-yard line, so a pickup of about 7 for the quarterback. That's Mark Reid, 5'10", 180-pound senior. And they're back out again. Reid, once again, is in the shotgun. They have a power set this time. There's a blocking back up to the front. Gives to Marquise Brown, but he's nailed at the goal line.
Gully.
That's right. That's
Excellent
Gully.
Play. A little lost, maybe a yard or so lost.
Gully's had a great game tonight. His name's been called a lot of times, and it's going to be, is that going to be another timeout? I believe they've called another timeout, so they're down to 0 timeouts for the Dragons. Let's give them a 30-second one here. It's 34 seconds to go, 20-20 at Wildcat Stadium and Bob McQueen Field. We'll be back in just a second. Back at Wildcat Stadium, and we're at Bob McQueen Field, and Bob McQueen and Mr. Gene Pemberton will be here at halftime to visit with you folks. It'll be live and in color. And it's 34 seconds to go with a 20-20 score. Our defense is going to have to step up right here. It's we're setting with a 2nd down on the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal for the Round Rock Dragons, and it sure would be good to go in tied, if not ahead. But we're going to have to see what happens these next 2 plays. They're basically just been running the power plays, Art. I mean, they're just lining up with that second back as a lead, and they're the old lead play or isolation, whatever you want to call it, or power or blast or a lot of different names. This time they have twins to both sides at the 6-yard line, have slots, I guess would be a better call. They have backs to the left of the quarterback Reid. There's motion across the left. He swings back. It's going to be an option play, and we've read that one. That one's been on the film. Our kids had seen that one before. So it was a little fake up the middle.
22 President. They're lining up quickly here to go again, too.
Well, they have no time. We're down to 22 seconds, and the clock is ticking. We're at 3rd down now, and let's see what happened. There's timeout. Who called the timeout, or was it they stopped the clock for something?
That was a good defensive stop right there. It's sponsored by Chris Lockett, Remax agent.
That was an outstanding stop.
That was huge by the Wildcats.
Yeah, they ran a little motion across the formation, and as he got to the quarterback, he took a little deep swing. They're going to try a field goal. That Dockery's come in for a field goal. That's what they're trying to get in there. So I guess how did they get that clock stopped?
He intentionally grounded.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Thank you. You're absolutely right. I'm sorry, I missed that.
It wasn't.
That's a good kick. Yeah, that was 4th down. So he intentionally ground the ball. I didn't see that play. It happened so quickly up there, and things were covered. But anyhow, that was a good extra point by Dockery. So it's Dragons will be up 23-20 at half unless we do something on this kickoff. 12 seconds to go in the half. Dragons Dockery takes a 3-pointer. That kick, I believe, that was from the. If I figure this right, it's probably from about the 15. Make it a 25-yard field goal for the Dragons. He had 2 field goals last week, I believe, in the game.
This should be the last El Chico kickoff of the half with only 12 seconds left, too.
We need 2. See, if we can score in 12 seconds, then we can have one more El Chico kickoff on our end of it. We'll see what happens here. Back deep for the Wildcats are the regular 3 back there right in the middle of the field. For the Wildcats is Johnson. That's Xavier Johnson. Got a little speed back there, 5'11", 165 pounds, scat back. He's a junior. He had 3 receptions last week for 40 yards. So let's see if he can take this one. They'll probably squib this thing if I'd be surprised if they didn't, but see what happens. All right, Round Rock's lined up at the 40-yard line. Here comes Docker. He's approaching the ball that's right in the middle of the field. There's the kick.
Nope.
It's actually a deep kick right to Johnson in the middle of the field. He takes the ball, drops it, picks it up. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes he's around. Oh, couldn't quite get there, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what that's going to be. Only got out to about the 9-yard line, dropped the ball when it came to him. Sometimes that messes up the timing on the cover team. Tried to get around the right side, but was tackled before he could. And so it's going to be a block below the knee. So we're going to – it's against us. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so it's going to actually be half the distance to the goal. Blocking below the knee, that's a personal foul on the kickoff. So – they're going to mark off 5 yards, so instead of being a 1st and 10 at the 10, it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 5. So 1st and 10 at the 5 for the Wildcats. Wildcats 20, the Dragons 23. We have 6 seconds. We'll see. I'm not sure what Coach will do in this. He may just take a knee and go start getting ready for the second half, and he does. Snap to Hesse. He just takes a quick knee, and the clock runs out.
What a first half.
It was outstanding football. Both teams, big 6A team with lots of big guys and lots of big plays, and then the Wildcats just steady down the field, but got that interception back that gave them the momentum, and then the 3-point. We're going to go back to the studio. This is K1017. You're listening to Wildcat Football. We're back at Wildcat Stadium in Bob McQueen Field. This is Joe Palmer. I'm with Art Coley and our good friend Alan Rourke, and they're going to be giving us some rundowns of the play-by-play that went on in the first half as far as the scoring drives. And then as soon as that's over, we got Mr. Gene Pemberton in the press box along with Coach Bob McQueen, and they'll have a little bit of an interview for us, and then we'll be back with some of the first half stats. So, guys, what do we see the first half?
Well, Joe, Alan, we'll do this pretty quickly here before we get Coach McQueen and Gene on. 43 points in that first half, back and forth. Why don't you run that and give us some of the highlights of how those points got on the board?
I haven't even had to do any play-by-play or color commentary, and I'm out of breath. The Cats opened the first drive of the game really quickly with a 91-yard touchdown with a pass from Hesse to number 3, Xavier Johnson. That went quick. Round Rock took the ensuing kickoff out of the end zone. It was a very short drive for the Dragons, and they ended up having to punt. The Wildcat defense forced the punt. Cats took the ball again, and it was another pretty quick touchdown for the Wildcats, and the Cats opened up at 14-0.
We got out of two for two, right out of the start on those first two drives.
We were batting 1,000 quick and early. Round Rock took the next kickoff for a touchdown, and that saw us at 5:34 in the first half at 14-7. Temple then took the ball at the 38-yard line, and they ran a few plays, and the Cats ended up trying to go for it on first down, had an incompletion, and turned it over on downs. That was where Round Rock started to turn things around. They must have gotten their defense figured out. They figured out the Cats, especially that quick out that they were running to Franklin on the right-hand side. So, and then we were into the second quarter. We started off with a penalty. Round Rock ended up having the possession of the ball, then punted to the Temple 12. The Cats then went on a long, methodical drive. They took probably 6-7 minutes off the clock there and scored another touchdown, which saw us at 20-7 with 7:50 left in the second quarter. So Round Rock then took the ball, a quick touchdown on a 60-yard run all the way down. Of course, the Cats blocked the PAT, so that left the score at 20-13 with 5:51 left in the second quarter. The ensuing kickoff, Cats took it to the 29, and Reid Hesse threw an unfortunate interception, which saw the score tied at 20-20 with the good PAT, and that was at 5:23 left in the half. Mm-hmm. And then the last scoring drive of the game was Round Rock taking it down on a short punt by Temple. They had Temple backed up against their end zone. Had a short 20-yard punt to the Temple 31, and they drove down to the Temple 5 But the Wildcat defense came up with a good stop and held them only to a field goal, which was fortunate at that point.
You bet.
And that brought us to halftime.
So here we are, 43 points in that first half. Some good football here. Two excellent football teams. We mentioned it earlier that ball the last three scores, the last three times we played, the scores have been by less than a touchdown or less, and we're on that track for another great finish in a close game tonight.
We're back at Wildcat Stadium and Bob McQueen Field. This is the first quarter sponsor. If you remember Joe Oliveras, we appreciate Joe's photography. I actually got a picture of us guys up here in the studio, so we'll see if you post that somewhere and see how many hits we get on that.
Oh, I'm sure that will be real popular.
He'll get that to me, and I will definitely get that out to Wildcat Nation. We also want to mention real quick that coming up on October 7th is the 30th class reunion of the class of 1986. So I just wanted to give that a shout out.
Anything?
It's a Wildcat reunion, and it's a 30th.
All right.
And that's a big one.
What do you mean? What does it have to do with it?
Well, I thought he was advertising his own class, but I think I said 87, didn't I?
I'm 87, so that was a favor.
That's probably because some of the girls in the 86 might go out with you back then. I don't know. Second quarter was brought by Brian Demke, Remax, Temple, Belton Properties, and, of course, halftime by Johnny's Cleaners straight downtown. Great folks.
Here they come, Joe. They're coming back out on the field.
Here come the Wildcats through the run-through, the big T on the top.
We have definitely determined that that is not a new one. It's the same one from last year. Or is it a new one?
I don't know. No. Alan, what'd you hear?
It looks new to me. Okay. And I come to every game. So maybe they just cleaned it up really well.
Well, listen, while you guys are talking about Dayton and from class of 86 and blow up things out there, can I talk a little bit about
Please do. Let's talk about
we've got some football here. We've got a game. The Wildcats, of course, we're down by 3 points, 20-23. Looking at this first half, when we opened up the game, we talked about the keys. Joe, Alan, I think it's really simple. For the second half, it is. It's number 17, Reid. I mean, when we looked at the stats, you look at what's happening with the passing, the running, the big plays, really broken plays. The Cats have even had him, and he makes something out of nothing. And so I think that's the key for us. The other one is, we said this, last week we ran a pretty efficient game. No turnovers. Tonight, we've had one turnover. It cost us a touchdown.
We did.
And what we said was we just can't. We can't do those things tonight. It's going to be hard to get away with a win if we don't get that. We just one little slip up, and that's all it would take against a team against a good football team here. So that's it for us on this second half. We got to control number 17. Well, and no big plays and keep the possession of that ball.
That's right. Wildcats actually lost the flip at the start of the game, and the Round Rock deferred, so they will be getting the football. El Chico kickoff here. Start the second half, and Jared Wiley comes in and kicks one very high but a little short, about to the 6-yard line. It's picked up right up the middle and brought out to about the 40-yard line. Looks like the linesman will spot it there. That run back was by Brian Bolger.
And that was Ben Norman on that tackle, number 12, for the Wildcats on that kickoff.
So we're going to start out here with 11:54 just after that kickoff to go, with the Wildcats trailing the Dragons 20-23 here in the third quarter. The ball will be spotted on the 24-yard line for the Dragons. It'll be first down and 10. Dragons are going to come out. Of course, they'll have Mark Reed at the quarterback, and again Barnett's right next to him on the right side. This time they have two receivers to both sides that are stacked. They're right behind each other. It's just a little fake and then a quarterback run. Not even just brought the ball down, kind of a little quick fake jab, and then ran it up the middle. Actually didn't go anywhere. Good stop out here on this right side. Big number 94 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's Jackson, 94. What I wanted to let everybody know, we had mentioned 11. Graham had shown a little injury earlier, but everybody's back out on defense. Right. No one.
Roll out right by the quarterback Reed. Pass out in the flats. It's complete. Out number 4, pickup of about knocked out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, on 37-yard line. Make it to 38. He moved it up a notch, so that's going to be a first down. That ball was on the 22, so a 16-yard pickup. Just a little sprint out pass that time by Reed to his split man. Number 4, there's another quick out. And once again, same guy on the right-hand side, so picking a little bit on our left side of our defense. Just step up and throw that thing immediately out into the right
That's
flat.
number 4, Ryan O'Keefe for the Dragons, really picking on number 7, Schulark over there right now. Seemed to be attacking him pretty hard.
Yeah, O'Keefe had a drop that first half that could have been a big pickup, but he's showing back up. All right, they moved the ball up. First the changer was sitting there, but we moved the ball up. Now we're in the 46-yard line. We're at the right side of the field, have 2 split outs on both sides that are stacked. There's a snap, another little quarterback draw. Good blocking up the middle. It opens up. The quarterback's down to the 40, 35-yard line. That one just a little step-back draw by Mark Reid, the quarterback, and opened up right up the middle. Actually, some little fold blocking, I would imagine, there with those big linemen, and picked up all the way down to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. They're running fast here. Reed drops back, looks, scrambles to the left. He's to the 40, to the 35. He's to the 30. He's chased out at the 25-yard line. That's just what you were talking about 2 minutes ago. Mark Reed is showing up to play this second half.
And we rushed him. We had him contained back there, and his speed is tremendous.
He has good vision.
And we have a fast defense.
We do.
We've got a very fast defense.
He's one of these kids that can see the field, and that's really important in that position. We have a split backfield now on both sides of Reed. We have 2 receivers, the inside receiver coming across in motion. There's a give or fake to number 36 Brown, and then Reed takes it, pulls it out, and takes it right up the middle for a gain of. They're going to give him 9 on that play.
He got down to the 15 there, but Logan too put a pop on Reed. I just don't. I tell you what,
bounce right back up.
Yeah, he does, but that'll take a toll on you.
All right, we're going right to left here, Wildcat fans. So right to left. We're right in the middle of the field on the 16-yard line. There are 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Have 2 backs in the backfield, almost a kind of an I formation behind the quarterback. There's a little sprint out. Whoops! No, he brings that thing down. He's scrambling. Through the arm motion looked like he threw it on that one, but then brought it back down and scrambled, and he picked up a first down, 2 yards for Reed on that one, just enough to move the chains. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Round Rock Dragons on Temple's end of the field. We're setting at the 14-yard line now.
I almost feel like it's a little bit of deja vu last week against Belton. Belton came out with the stacks on both sides.
Don't we? Yeah.
And
we stopped them right around here. All right, to have 3 receivers out to the left this time, 1 to the right, single back right behind the quarterback. Ball's going to be snapped at the 14-yard line. Kind of came up the middle. This time he gives it instead of keeping it. And the give-off is up the middle to Naeem Barnett. And Barnett picks up about 2 on the play, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8. The ball resting on the 12-yard line now. It's 29, 28, 27 to go in the third quarter. It's still 23-20, Round Rock over Temple. Driving the ball, basically taking it on the kickoff and driving it straight down the field on the Wildcats, and most of it by the legs of Mr. Mark Reed. Yeah. Once again, Reed is in the shotgun. We have stacks on both sides, twins that are stacked behind each other. Nothing doing other than just running the ball up the middle. Just brings it down. Those are just decoys out there as far as the receivers.
No gain, and number 13, Gully. Boy, am I proud of him on that.
Gully's been all over the place tonight. We called his name almost every other play. So it's 3rd down now and 8. This is a big down for the Wildcats because this could be a difference between 3 and 7 points for the Dragons. So 3rd down and 8. We need a big defensive stop brought to you by Chris Lockett, RE/MAX agent. So we need Chris to step up right now. Here we go. We've got twins to the left and we've got a single to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. There's an option to the left, actually sprinting out left, throws it deep and not too far. Just rolled out
big
left.
Stop.
Yeah,
big stop.
Good
big
coverage.
Stop for the Cats.
Actually, the quarterback made a good play on that because he was covered. They would have loved to have the ball. That's Tyler Mankey out there in the left flat and just overthrew him. We're going to bring in the kicker on this, try another field goal. He's already had 1 field goal tonight. So Dockery will come in for the field goal. It's going to be placed at the 19-yard line, making it a 29-yard field goal. So it's 4th and 8, and so Dockery will try a 29-yarder. It's up, and let's see.
No good.
It's no good.
Nah.
Great stop by the Wildcats.
Hey, big stop by the Cats.
I wish we had some crowd noise because you can sure hear the blue crowd over here on this side.
Well, we're going to get K1017. We're going to work on that, aren't we, Darren? We can get it. Yeah, we got to get.
By the way,
on my cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just for Wildcat fans, I know there's some confusion on some stuff last week, and we are broadcasting digitally instead of analog. I believe that's the right term. Is that all right? And so as a result, our broadcast, for those of you listening live on radios, if you're here in the stadium, we're going to be about 2 to 3 second delay. That's just part of what digital does. So the old analog broadcast they used to do through the telephone services, they were right on, but we're not dragging our feet. It's just a little different. All right, Hesse is in a single backfield. They have 2 receivers out to the left side. He throws it out there to see who that is. Is that
3?
That's going to be one of the Johnsons.
Yeah.
It's Xavier, I believe, number 3. Where are we? Yeah, that's Xavier Johnson. He actually caught the ball, but for a yard loss.
He's limping a little bit. He's coming over to the other side.
Yeah, got 3 receivers to the right. We're going left to right now with Temple. We're setting at the 19-yard line with 2nd and 11, 7:51 to go in the third quarter. They switch over. The back, that's Franklin, moved to the left side. There's a give right up the middle to Franklin. Hits that big right side of the line, and that's big James Lynch waiting for him over there, the 6'4", 295-pound signee for the USC Trojans. And he picks up a couple of yards on him. No, he didn't either. He brought him smack down, didn't he? I was looking at the wrong one.
Big third down here for the Cats on our own 21.
We're setting 3rd and 10 on the 19 or 20-yard line. They put it now.
Come on, Cats.
And we have twins on both sides, on the right and left, to put Franklin over on Hesse's left side. There's a fake up the left. There's a little, it's a fly pattern right down the middle.
He's going.
40, 30, 25, 20, 19, 10.
Touchdown. Hot dog.
That is going to be number 81, Zacchaeus Johnson, I believe. Yep, it is. Number 81, Zacchaeus Johnson, just ran a little fly pattern, and Mr. Reid Hesse put that right on the money down the left-hand side.
For a valet cleaner's touchdown.
How many yards did we get on that? We were sitting down on
21.
21, so we've got 50. You've got about 79 yards of reception there. So it's going to be an extra point while he's in. That was a huge play, guys. There's a high snap that time, and it's blocked.
We got to get him.
They got to get him.
He's going to run it all the way back. That's number 3. He blocked that ball, came in from the right side, and then turned around and took it all the way back the other way. So that's going to make the score. It's going to make the score. That I haven't seen that very often, but it was all a one-man show. The block was made by Brian Bolger. Bolger's been all over the place, by the way, tonight. He's a defensive back for the Round Rock Dragons. But in any case, he blocked that ball, picked it, scooped it right up off of the turf, and went all the way back for 2 points. For the Dragons, in case anybody doesn't know that rule, if you block it, you can return it, and it counts just like a 2-point conversion on the other end. It'll still be Temple kicking off to the Dragons, but
years ago that was just a dead ball.
It was, unless you're Leon Lett, and then it was a live ball. If you remember that play, I'm sorry, I threw that way out there. Only us old guys probably remember that thing. But in any case, it's a 2-point conversion. This time, instead of for the Wildcats, it's for the Dragons. So Wildcats are in the lead, though, but it's 26-25.
I tell you what, let's come back to that pass. I mean, Reid made an outstanding, phenomenal throw. He put it right in there for.
And there was good
that? It was 81. Was that Xavier?
Excellent
Xavier
catch
Johnson
too.
On the catch, yeah,
absolutely.
And it was just a perfect timing, well-ran route. Good read by Reid Hesse to lay that ball in there, and a nice touchdown score. We just have some special teams work in practice coming up this week.
I'm not sure how they get off the end.
Here comes the El Chico kickoff.
Thank you there. That's Wiley kicking off, and he kicks it deep. That thing goes into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback for the Wildcats. 7 minutes to go. It's 26-25 here in the third quarter at Wildcat Stadium. This is K1017. We'll take about a 30-minute break and come right back for the first play. 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
You're listening to Temple Wildcat Football on K1017. KTEM AM. Temple, Belton, Killeen, Fort Hood.
All right, we're back at Wildcat Stadium. This is Joe Palmer with Art Coley and Alan Rorick. And the first play from scrimmage there from the 25-yard line, number 36, that's Brown, takes that thing right up the middle all the way down to the Wildcat 42-yard line. So a pickup of 18 and 25, that's about 43 yards on the run. So we're at first down on Wildcat end of the field already. Once again, a give to Brown, this time off the right side. Hold him right there. He's not going anywhere on that one. I believe it was that Tavion up on the top. There's big
A.J. Gold.
Ashton Gold. Logan was in there, too. 2 came up from a strong safety and pushed that one back. Pickup of 1 on that one by Brown. So
well,
it's good.
Round Rock didn't waste any time,
No.
and I'll have to say that wasn't 17 either on that run.
No, that was Brown. So,
Yeah.
All right, this time we have twins to the right, single to the left. There's a roll by Reid. He sets up the throw, but no
Sacked.
place to throw it. And there's a whole host of Wildcats. There's 13 once again. That's Gully in the midst of all of that. Along with, that's got to be a linebacker. Who do we have on that one? I can't see.
Well, I was watching, Joe, because what happened is really Graham set that up because Taquan cut it off on the end,
Right.
didn't give him any place to go.
Well,
and
that's
allowed
a middle
the other Wildcats
linebacker in
to
there.
come
I'm sorry. That's Roger Franklin right there in the middle, too, number 10. He's been all over the field tonight. We're looking at 3rd down and 12. 5:39 to go in the fourth quarter.
Big play.
26-25. It is. It's a big one. 3rd and 12. We've got twins to the right. We're going right to left, fans. We're going right to left. We're right in the middle of the field. Twins to the right. Twins up to the left as well, or down to the left. There's a fake to the back, and there's a scramble. Once again, Reid scrambling around and comes back up the middle. Doesn't
Big
go anywhere.
defensive stop by the Wildcats, sponsored by Chris Lockett Remax.
So that time the defense was in place, stayed in their lanes, and as a result, they brought the quarterback Reid down for only a gain of about 2, I believe. So instead of now we're looking at, well, actually still back at 11, so still 4th down and 11, the ball on the 43-yard line. Let's see if they're going to go for this. He's going to step back and kick.
He's showing that he's going for it.
He's going to step back and do the little punch kick.
Huge stop.
Yeah, 4th down and 11 on the 43. Does that little pooch punt.
Okay.
This time it goes out of bounds to the left, though. It didn't kick it down the middle of the field like he does usually. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 16-yard line on Temple's end of the field. So we will spot that ball at the 16-yard line. It's 26-25 with the Wildcats on top right now with 4:39 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats will come out on offense, and we'll see if Mr. Hesse can complete another one of those and make his grandpa. I think grandpa and Ed and Glenda, I believe, are grandparents. So we'll just see. We'll just see if other than Miss Kelly that he makes somebody else happy here. Great pass on that other. What a tremendous throw. Got Webster in the background in the backfield this time with Hesse in the shotgun. Have trips up to the top or to the left. And then down at the single receiver, there's a little fake. Going to run right across the middle. Did he get it? Oh, no. Couldn't quite hold on to that. Little tall for the receiver. Came all the way from his left, from the left position there, all the way across the field, actually to the opposite side hash mark, and just couldn't quite stretch out. That is Xavier Johnson again, I believe.
Yeah, it's Terrence, number 6.
Terrence?
He was basically running across about
all the way
15
across
yards
field.
down around the 30-yard line. A good pass by Hesse. He just couldn't hang on to it.
All right, this time we have Franklin in motion, or actually he's just going to his spot. He's up on the top, so we've got a tight end in there. This time there's a give right up the middle. That's to Webster. He takes the ball out over the 23. Let's mark the 22. Mark it the 23-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd down for the Wildcats in about 3 yards.
3rd downs are sponsored by Howell Dental Associates, Joe.
Absolutely. We've got 3rd down and 3 to go for the Wildcats. They're on the right hash mark pretty much. There's a single receiver out to the right side. That's Hextall. And then 2 split to the left. There must be a tight end in there. There he is. Goes right down the middle.
Oh, Hesse, excellent. Right there, little 5-yard first
down. Did he pick it up? He sure did.
Got a first
down. Just a little
down.
quick pass that time. The deep man wasn't open, so he threw that thing underneath to Deontay Hextall for a first down. Number 1 picked that one up, so they're out to the 29-yard line.
That was a very mature senior play by Hesse.
If you'd thrown it deep, he'd had intercepted. There's another snap to Hesse. This time a little quick out to Hextall over here on the right side of the field. And it's a pickup of 8 yards for Hextall. Hesse to Hextall. That has a little ring to it.
It does, yeah, it has a ring.
So we're looking at 3:38 to go down to third quarter.
Let's just keep it ringing.
2nd down and 2 for the Wildcats on the 36-yard line. There's a give right up the middle to Webster. Wow, he gets blasted right in the middle of the field by number 93. That's big 93. That's one of those new kids. That's Harmon Watson. That
was a Las Tavica first down. Las Tavica Jewelers
We
first
got
down.
another one. We did. Thank you, Alan. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their 40-yard line. Once again, Hesse back to pass. Throwing it deep for Hextall. He's open. If it's there, he's got it. Down to 30, 25. That's out at about the 20-yard line. Hextall down the right-hand side. Just that fly pattern. And the defender there trying to take care of him.
First down,
that
Joe.
end.
20 yards from a touchdown.
Just like that, another Las Tavica Jewelers first down.
You like doing that, don't you, Alan?
I do.
All right.
Hextall's having a big showing
All
this
right,
series.
we have trips up to the left side. We have a single receiver out to the right in Hextall. It looks like Webster's in the backfield with Hesse. There's a give this time to Webster off a left tackle. A little bit of a crease there for a second. It opened up, but then it closed quickly. But he did pick up maybe 2 on the play, taking it down. Let's give him 3, making it 3rd down and 7.
Got a kick out of that right there watching those 78. Kyle Fort, our senior, 6'4", 245 right tackle against number 93 Watson over here.
Yeah,
that was a good little battle.
Pretty good little fight going on top, but we hadn't called much out. There's a slant. There's a pass, a quick. Just barely overthrown. I'm sorry. I'm watching that instead of calling it. Here we go. So they're snapped to Hesse on that one, and Hextall ran a little Z pattern in and then back out to the flag. Just led him a little bit too far for an incomplete pass. So we're setting now 3rd down and 8 on the 18-yard line. The Wildcats still ahead, 26-25, with 2:44 to go now. Twins on both sides. Hesse in the backfield with Webster to his right. We have Hextall up to the top along with Torrance Johnson. And then I'm sure Xavier's on the other side. There's a give right up the middle to Webster. He breaks it right up the middle to the
touchdown pass. Woo! Big play on a 3rd and 8, Joe.
3rd and 8. Little delayed draw there to Webster. Great blocking by that offensive line up there. Let's just go across there. That's Chambers, Rogers, McKenzie, Payne, and Fort. And opened up a beautiful hole, little crease up the middle. And
that was a valet cleaner's touchdown.
There you go.
So it's setting at
hey, let's make this extra point here. Come on, let's get this extra point here. Get this.
And extra points are sponsored by Matt Poston State Farm Insurance. And there it is.
That was good.
And that's big because
they called it no good. They called it no good.
That's interesting. I thought I saw that. I'm sorry. I thought I saw the signal on this side that it was good, but apparently it was not. It's very difficult.
With all the crazy scoring and the 2-point run back by Round Rock earlier, we're back to a 7-point game.
We are. Yes, and we've put more touchdowns on the board, but we're still only 7 up.
That's 32-25 Wildcats.
That's right. With 2:37 to go in the 3rd quarter, we'll line up for a kickoff here. Wiley will be kicking off. Not sure what's going on with our extra points tonight. Wiley's usually pretty sure-footed.
I believe we've missed 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's I can't tell from here if it's the hold or the snap, but one, of course, was the outside guy just came full blast. So
we got another El Chico kickoff coming up, Joe.
All right, we are setting at 2:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Scored now the Temple Wildcats 32 and the Round Rock Dragons 25. Wiley's already back to kick. They don't give many breathers between these things, do they?
No, we know that for sure.
There's the kick. It's going to go down, looks like into the end zone. Number 3 just watches it bounce out the back of the end zone. So that goes all the way out the back. So Round Rock will be on offense starting at the 25-yard line. 2:37 to go in the 3rd quarter with the Wildcats head now 32-25. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Round Rock Dragons and Coach Jeff Cheatham at the 25-yard line.
I don't know, Joe, if you and Alan feel this way, but we get a little momentum going our way, and I think, if we can just kind of
little things.
Yeah, and then it kind of turns back. This has not been a game where anybody's dominated for any really long time. It keeps just be swinging back and forth.
This may very likely come down to the 4th quarter weights, just like it did last week as to who can put it together in the 4th quarter, because last week we absolutely saw Belton run out of gas, and that's when Temple took over that 4th quarter. So we'll see. Here we go. We've got Mark Reed in the shotgun. There's motion back to the left. There's a little fake to Brown across the formation, and then Reed just takes it right up the middle for a pickup of about 3 yards, making it 2nd down and 7 for the Round Rock Dragons on their own end of the field on the 28-yard line.
24 Hall was looked like the primary Wildcat on that stop there.
Okay. So we're looking at 2nd down now and 7 for the Round Rock Dragons. They're in a power set as far as you have a quarterback right behind center, back to the right of him, and then another back right behind him with 2 receivers. There's a little draw back across the formation from right to left. Would be the right back sitting over there. number 5, Naeem Barnett. And the quarterback just sprinted out to the right side and just handed back off, and he had a little pull there by the right tackle for a trap block, and picked up pretty good yardage on that play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. This is a big 3rd down. We need a defensive stop, sponsored to you by Chris Lockett, Remax agent.
Little counter play. We hadn't seen much of that tonight.
Just move one way and give and let them come back the other. We got slot to the right, split left, give straight up the middle to Brown. Made contact. He gets away, though, and spins out. Picks up an extra 5 yards. Had him right at the line of scrimmage. Just spun out of that hit. That's Ben Norman, I believe, made that first contact, limping a little bit on that one. There's a big hit, just didn't wrap it up. Mm-hmm. So first down that time for Brown, runs all the way out to the 41-yard line. We're on the right hash mark. We have slot to both sides and one back to the left of the quarterback, just a straight drop back, quick out to the right side. Completion there to
I think that's 7 Schulark that made that. He was all over that. I'm trying to watch Ben Norman coming off here. He got hurt on that last play. Looks like he may have twisted his ankle or something, but they pulled him out. Who's in for him? 23. Who's in for
Norman?
Hernandez.
Antonio Hernandez.
Yeah. Okay, we pick up about they picked up about 3 yards on that play. 2nd down and 7 on the 44-yard line, still on the Round Rock end of the field. They're coming out again with slot to the left and split right. There are 2 backs in the backfield. There's a give to the deep back. That's going to be Naeem Barnett. Picks up only about a yard on the play. A little bit of slow on that one developing because you have that lead back going through the fullback Brown, and then a give to the up back in the back. Actually, they've switched numbers on us. That's not 5 anymore. They've got in number 8. That's Tyler Mankey. That's running that ball in the backfield instead of number 5. So looks like giving maybe Barnett a little bit of a rest. We're at the end of the quarter, guys. It's 32-25. Wildcats on top. This is K101.7, and you're listening to Temple Wildcat Football. We're starting the 4th quarter here in Wildcat Stadium, Bob McQueen Field. There's a snap to Reid. He gives to Brown around the left side. Great play out there. That's going to be Monteau President. Strong safety coming up on that one and cutting down Brown for a loss on that one of about 6 yards. So it'll bring up 4th down and 11 for the Wildcat.
That was the trifecta.
That was
two Round Rock guys got popped in the mouth. Number 17 Reid, and then 36 did it, and they got a loss on the play for 4th down.
Great defensive stop, which is sponsored by Chris Lockett, Remax.
We're in deep pump formation by the Round Rock. That's our big tackle out there.
94.
Yeah, that's James Lynch punting, and he just steps up there and just knocks that ball a mile high. It's fair caught at the 20. Let's make it the 18-yard line. That fair catch was made by Xavier Johnson. And there were guys all around him. That's not an easy task right there, gentlemen.
Here's our chance, Joe, right? This is it. We got a 7-point lead, 11 points left to go in the 4th quarter, and a time to really a big momentum shift here to take this ball and have a good drive. And we want Hesse to let's put it together again, Reid.
We're going right to left now here at Wildcat Stadium. Right to left. We're on the right hash mark. Temple comes out with 2 receivers to the right. Rumfield is in at the right side as far as on the tight end, and they split to the right. Hesse gets the signal from the sideline. I believe that's Franklin in to start this series. Franklin's on his left. So we've got Hesse left, Franklin to his left, split right, a little bit high, a little swing pass out to Franklin. Gets around, actually, number 84.
No,
was that 94?
That's our USC Pac-12 guy from around.
You know what? I think, though, I'm not sure, but it looked like he got around him, but it looks like maybe the legs of the guy trying to block him may have knocked him down.
94, Lynch.
He's big.
He tripped him. They actually had him beaten around him, and he stuck his foot back and did
all right, we have split right, two receivers to the right side, one to the left. Let's see if we have a tight end in there. I believe we do over here on the bottom side, on the left side. Single back. Hesse takes a snap, looks right down the middle of the field, breaks out to the open.
Oh, nice.
There's a pass out to the left sideline. It's caught.
Yeah, that's 81.
That's caught. That's great.
Zacchaeus Johnson.
That's right. Zacchaeus makes a catch out here on the left sideline up to pick up of that one on that one of it looks like. Let's see, we're sitting at the 13. That's going to be out to the 22, so about a 9-yard pickup after that loss on the first play.
3rd down, sponsored by Howell Dental Associates. Let's see if we can make it.
3rd and 6. We have 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Franklin's in the backfield with Hesse getting the signal from the sideline. We have Rumfield on the right side this time. There's a snap to Hesse, a little fake up the middle to Franklin. A quick out to 81. He's on his knees when he catches it, but he takes it at
First
the
down.
29-yard line, so it'll be a 1st and 10. Lost to Vika Jewelers, first down for the Wildcats on the 20, let's make it the 34-yard line now after that pickup. And it'll be 1st and 10, Temple Wildcats. We need to move down the field, gentlemen.
Zacchaeus did a nice job.
Just-
and Reid,
just safe.
Hesse did, yeah, that's right. Make the catch, get the first down. He knew where he was on the markers. Excellent play.
Johnson to the left. They have Rumfield this time to the right. 2 receivers up to the top. There's a little fake this time.
He's
Going
airing it
downfield, airing it out. This is Johnson. Oh, just overthrows him down about the 25-yard line. Strong pass there. About the safest thing you could do. No one was going to get that if Johnson didn't get it. So threw it to where no one else would be able to catch it. Great job.
I have been more impressed tonight with Reid Hesse, our quarterback, on the deep throw than I've seen. That's the best tonight. I'm seeing
He's throwing smart deep throws.
Yes.
You can throw smart ones.
That was a 50-yard pass.
This time we have 2 receivers on the right and 2 receivers on the left. We have Franklin in the backfield on Hesse's left. There's a give up the middle to Franklin. He takes it straight up the middle. He's to the 40, to the 45. That's going to be another loss to Vika Jewelers. First down at the 46-yard line. We're still on Temple's end of the field, but a great run there from the 34 up to the 46. So a 12-yard gain on the play by Jemiah Franklin.
Yeah, and we can't forget, too, a lot of that's being set up by that deep pass, that successful deep pass that Hesse is engineering tonight.
All right, once again, we have twins on both sides. Looks we've got sophomore in there. I see Wiley in there. He hadn't been in there, I don't think, tonight. He's the wide split to the left side. Hesse once again under in the shotgun. There's a give up the middle this time. No go on that one. That one was smelled out on that one. A little just kind of a delay draw to Franklin right at the middle, and he was taken down almost immediately. In fact, he lost about 3 yards on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 13. It's 32-25 with 8:43 to go in the game. 8:40 with the Wildcats on top. 32-25 here at the Wildcat Stadium in Bob McQueen Field. What a great guy, y'all. Good man. Here we go. It's going to be Hesse under in the shotgun. We have Franklin on his left this time. We have 2 wide receivers on both sides of the set, so you can go pretty much anywhere you want to. Straight drop back by Hesse, a little curl pattern. That's deep out here on the right side. Once again, it was intended for number 81. That's Zacchaeus Johnson.
Number 3, Bulger, was over here for Round Rock, and let me tell you, that was kind of.
Bulger's a good defensive back. He's been all over the place, and that could have been an interception, but
brings up a 3rd down, which is sponsored by Howell Dental Associates.
3rd and 13, once again on the 44-yard line on Temple's end of the field. This is a big down right here. Need to pick up this yardage. They're going to put 3 at the top. To the right of the formation. They have 1 split out to the left. Franklin's in the backfield to Hesse's left. There's a fake to Hesse, a little quick out, a little in and out pattern. Just never did really materialize out there. Throws down to about the 40-yard line, which had been just enough for the first down, but just didn't happen.
Let's get this punt off, and let's get it down there, and let's put them back down deep in their side of the field, and let our defense come out and hold them.
Have we punted much tonight? I can't remember a punt. No, we've got Jared Wiley in there. That's what it is. That's what threw me off. Instead of Torres. Yeah, we had a couple of short punts. So Jared's going to be kicking this time. Strong leg on this one. All right, let's see. He's kicking. That ball hits down at the 17. Takes a Temple bounce. Did they touch it? Yeah, I guess they did.
At about this 18.
Actually 13, I believe, Alan. 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Round Rock Dragons at their own 13-yard line. It's 32-25 with 7:56 to go. Good punt that time by Jared Wiley. And good coverage by the Wildcats. They had some receivers down there. But
I'll take that, Joe. I'm putting Round Rock back on the 13-yard line.
Yeah. Here we go. 7:56 to go in the ball game. It is 32-25 with the Wildcats on top. We're going to come out again, of course, with Mark Reid at quarterback and with Na'ib.
How about a little turnover, Joe?
That would
be
hurt,
okay with that?
Probably wouldn't hurt my feelings. All right, drop straight back. There's pressure on him. Who's that on coming off the left side?
Coming around the end.
That is number 13 coming around the left side there and making the tackle on the quarterback for a loss of about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13 now for the Round Rock Dragons on their own 10-yard line.
I can guarantee you our defensive coaches over here in the booth next to us, that gives them so many more options of what they can do defensively when you're looking at 2nd and long.
That's right. The backfield's to the right of the quarterback. We have 2 slot on both sides. Wide slot, not the old slot outside of the end. There's nothing narrow anymore on these plays. Back switches over to the left. That's a new back in there, guys. Let me see if we can get number 20. Actually, just up the block. There's a quick out to the left side completion out there. Number 4, Ryan O'Keefe. They okay over there on the sideline. Had a little.
I was worried we might have gotten a flag on a little late hit outside by Logan, but they didn't blow. He needs to watch that.
Yeah,
that could have cost you 15 right there.
All right, so we're okay. We're setting now at 3rd down, I believe, and they're going to move it up a couple of yards, Cole. So 3rd down and 12. Now we're setting at the 12-yard line. Once again, there's Reid under the center. He takes a snap, just straight back. There's a fly pattern on the left. Nobody open. He's scrambling around. He's to the right. He's at the 10-yard line. Now he throws a deep pass down the middle. 4 trying to break away, pushing around. No little contact, but nobody at fault on that one, and the ball goes incomplete at the 40-yard line. Now, guys, that's Hernandez.
That's our new guy.
Yeah, Antonio Hernandez.
23? Number 23.
Yeah, number 23, Hernandez, in for
Ben Norman.
Ben Norman. And he made an outstanding play there.
I just realized my names are backwards on this whole stinking chart. So
Ben Norman's father graduated in class of 91. So
his grandpa graduated in the class of 67.
Wow.
All right, here we go. There's a punt by the big boy back there one more time. Wow, that's fielded on our end of the field. It only goes out to the 49. Not a bad punt since they were punting from the 12-yard line, about a 38-yard punt. 37 will make it. So it's going to be 1st down and 10, but we're on our end of the field at the 49-yard line. So we're setting with 6:48 to go in the 4th quarter. The Wildcats ahead 32-27. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. And we're waiting for the Wildcats to break the offensive huddle to go back out on the field. Let's see if I can get I flipped these charts so many times tonight. I'm not sure which side is which anymore.
That's 32. We got 32-25. We're still up by a touchdown here with 6 minutes left, Joe.
We have twins on both sides, wide sets with 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. We're on the right hash mark. We're going right to left, headed east. There's a snap to Hesse, a little fake up. No, it's a give to up the middle. I believe that's Franklin. It is. Franklin turns the corner out to the 45 and out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That's could be enough for the 1st down. Depends on where they spot it or if they want to measure.
Well, we got a flag down. I got a flag down.
Did we get a flag?
It's going to be a hold.
Opportune time. That's all right, guys. 10-yard penalty here. It's going to bring up 1st down once again, but this time instead of 10 to be 20. Good run by Franklin.
Does it just seem like there's nothing worse than a holding penalty on 1st and 10?
Does it seem like you ever get it whenever you go 2 yards? It's always when you get 15 or 20 or a touchdown when holding, but that's
well, that pushes us back over onto our side of the field and gives us a 1st and 20. And with 6 minutes left to go, a little more than 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter.
We're setting at the 41-yard line. Hesse behind center. There's a snap a little bit high. Give straight up the middle. Franklin, he breaks it to the right and takes it about 4 yards on the play. So it's going to bring up 2nd down, and this time it'll be 16. Clock running down to 6:29, 6:28. 2nd and 16 for the Wildcats. Still have the same receivers in, getting the signals from the side. Going to slow this thing down just a little bit. You know, sometimes this spread goes so fast that you have no opportunity to run some time off the clock. The play clock's down to only 18 seconds, so we're still going to have plenty of time to get this off. But
I don't know what to do when we get the play clock down to 10 seconds or under.
Once again, there's twins to both sides, wide to the right, wide to the left. There's a give straight up the middle this time to Franklin, and he takes it. Is there a fumble on the play? There may have been. It looked like. Let's see what's going on up there. There was some movement. No, I guess we're all right. They came up so fast it looked like the ball may have been on the ground, but it was not. So it's going to be 3rd down, and then looks like pick up about 3 on that one, 3rd and 3.
3rd down
Webster was in there,
Howell
I believe.
Dental Associates.
I believe Webster was in replace of Franklin. He is number 21 is in for.
You'll want to throw it. You'll think just launch it out and lay it deep. This is a good blitz opportunity for Round Rock.
3 receivers on the top. There's motion back across to the left by Webster. Cuts it upfield. Oh, Hesse is throwing it deep. Did he get it? He got it. That's a great catch down to the 15-yard line. That pass was out of sight. That Webster ran just kind of a break and go down the left side, and Hesse put that ball right over his head. He caught it just like a Willie Mays catch in the center field.
Caught it about the 10-yard line.
About the 10-yard and took it in. So that ball started at the 47. So that's a 53-yard pass and catch from Reid Hesse. All the way down for the touchdown.
That's a valet cleaner's touchdown.
That was a great catch by Jaquez Webster. And here's the extra point kick, and this one is actually good. So we put another one up on the board. That's Jared Wiley making that extra point.
That's sponsored by Matt Poston State Farm Insurance. Matt finally got one. We've been missing a lot of PATs tonight, but he got that one.
All right, let's see if we can get a break. Let's go back to the station with 5:08 left to go in the game with a score. Temple Wildcats 39, the Round Rock Dragons 25. There's the El Chico kickoff. It's a little bit short by Wiley, but takes a bounce, picked up by number 3. We've called his name a number of times for Round Rock.
That was 31, Stoudemire on the tackle for the Wildcats.
Malik Stoudemire on the tackle for the Wildcats. That was, where am I with that guy? There he is, Brian Bolger. Bolger's been all over the place. They take it out to about the 26-yard line, somewhere right in between, actually. 5:02 to go in the game with the Wildcats up 39-25 right now. It's first and 10.
We've got a very good football team on the ropes here. This drive, what they do with 5 minutes left, is critical for Round Rock.
Absolutely. We have wide on both sides, just brings it down. Reid does and runs up the middle and goes nowhere.
Big old number 90.
I
Williams
like that
for
man.
The Wildcats, our junior 6'2", 270 in that middle.
Lamonte Williams.
It's the fourth quarter. That's actually sponsored by Accent Flags and Flagpoles, owned by Mr. Denny Kelly.
All right, we're at second down now on the 25-yard line. We have twins to both sides. We're going left to right now. There's a roll to the left by Reid. He passes out into the flat. It's caught and bringing it back across the field from left to right. That young man has some speed right there. That's caught by number 4. That's Ryan O'Keefe. Caught it actually on almost the left out of bounds and brought it all the way across to midfield or to the middle of the field.
He ran 20 yards after the catch. He just didn't go. He wasn't headed towards 31st Street.
Got a first and 10 here. We have split receivers to both sides. Reid takes the snap, just straight drop back, a little fake. He's going deep. There's some pressure on up the middle. He throws that one away. Oh, did he get it out of bounds? That could have been grounding, or it could have been out. Great sportsmanship there. 90 again. That's our big guy, Lamont Williams, right on top of him. Got a little bit of a cramp there, and also number 13, Gully. Who's been all over the place. AJ Gully putting pressure on the quarterback, and he throws it, but gets it out of bounds over here on the right hand side, which keeps from getting a grounding penalty. What do we got here? Second down and 10. Okay, they hadn't moved the sticks over there for a second. Second and 10 from the 39-yard line. Rolled to the left by Reid. Pulls up, looks for someone downfield, doesn't see anyone. Starts to run it, and he's turned upside down.
Number 10, Franklin. That's about the third or fourth time he's done that to Reid.
Yeah, Rogers Franklin from that middle linebacker position is all over the field, and when he arrives with a message every time. We're going to have 3 receivers to the right this time. We have 2. It's an empty backfield with only Reid in the backfield by himself. And our neighbors, our coaching neighbors, they know what this one is. This has to be one they've scouted for sure. So let's see what happens. 3 receivers to the right, no backs in the backfield, just a plain draw. Who came off of that corner?
Number 10 again.
Was that 10? Oh, my goodness. 10 came off the corner on that one, and that ball barely got to Reid before
our
he
middle
was
linebacker,
hit.
Franklin. Last week against Belton, he had 16 tackles. I don't know what the number is yet right here. Cole might even be able to let us know how many he's had so far in the game, but amazing. What a game he's had.
That one was from long distance right there.
He almost caught the snap. He almost caught the snap.
Great defensive stop, sponsored by Chris Locke at Remax.
All right, here we go. We're punting. The big guy's punting once again down. This time he's kicking it from The ball was on the 38-yard line. That thing didn't go very far that time. It takes a Wildcat bounce, and it's killed at the 32-yard line.
Look at our Cats celebrating there on the sidelines. They know how big that stop was.
Absolutely. They're all over them, the defense there. There's some great plays. Not, you know, the one thing's about stopping, the other thing's how you stop them. And a couple of the plays, a couple of the hits on that set of downs was just outstanding. And the guys bringing the wood, I believe.
Well, I know Cheatham.
Cheatham's
not Coach Cheatham for the Round Rock Dragons. He's never going to have a team that's going to quit. So they're not done.
It's not over. We're 2:37 to go in the ball game. 39-25, Temple. This time we do have an H-back up there. That's going to be Rumfield. The give is to number 21. That's Webster on the carryover right tackle. Pickup only of about, let's see, where is that man standing?
Maybe one.
Maybe one. We'll give him one on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Number 21 carrying that one. We have a timeout here. Who called timeout? I believe we did. Let's go back for one commercial here, and we'll be right back. This is Temple Wildcat Football on K1017 and K1017FM.com. All right, we're back at Wildcat Stadium. This is Joe Palmer with Art Coley and our good buddy Alan the Man Rourke.
And Wildcat Nation, man. How's it going out there on Wildcat Nation? Alan, have we had any, or are we having any of our Wildcat fans across the country or another country?
I don't have any numbers on the radio article yet, but our Facebook post has reached close to 500 people.
Good job right there. I'm sorry, guys. Had an H-back over there. That was Rumfield up right in a split a little bit between the tackle and guard, but the snap was almost went completely over Reid Hesse's head. He jumped up and just automatically downed it. So smart play, but a loss of an opportunity to pick up some yards. So it's going to be third. Actually lost, we lost about 5 on that one. So it's 3rd down and 15. The ball will be on the 34-yard line on Temple's end of the field. 39-25, 2:26 to go. Wildcats have 3 timeouts left. The Dragons have 2.
They just used one of them.
Nope. They did. Will that bring us down to just one, or was that have they called one other one this quarter or this half? I can't remember.
I believe that was the first time.
Okay.
This half.
I'll take your word for that. I have no idea what that was just happened, but here we go. It's 3rd down and 15. The ball's on the 27-yard line on the Wildcat end of the field. We're on the right hash mark. We have 2 splits to the right side. We're going right to left. We have 2 splits to the left side. There's a snap given straight up the middle. Little delayed draw. That's Webster. He's picking up pretty good yards on this. Pickup of about 8, but we had a long way to go on that. And on that play, had 15 yards to go, so he got about half of it back on a delayed draw, kind of off that right side.
Yeah. And you noticed he was smart too on that. He stayed in bounds. He could have maybe snuck over there by the sidelines, but he stayed in bounds. That clock's running. You're right, Joe.
They have 0 timeouts left. That was their second one just then. So that was the last timeout for the Round Rock Dragons. It's 2:18 to go now with the Wildcats up 39-25 here at Wildcat Stadium and Bob McQueen Field on a really – there are a lot of cars all of a sudden on 31st Street. I don't guess that's Round Rock folks leaving already, are they? I don't know why they'd want to go home to Round Rock.
Well, the Temple fans are still the stands are full. Man, nobody's leaving early for this game.
Our cheerleaders are still going after it.
Band's going strong.
Bob Medina and his buddies in that band, they won't go home early. Jared Wiley's back to punt this time again, is in there for Torres. There's a snap, gets the punt away. This is a high one. It's caught on the 30-yard fumble by Bolger and heads out on the left side there. Brings it back, about 29-yard line, I'd say. So a good punt that time, good hang time, and good coverage. So we're looking at 2:07 to go now with the Wildcats ahead 39-25, and no timeouts left for Round Rock. So it's going to be first downs. The only thing that will stop the clock will be first downs or incompleted passes, and hopefully it'll be the latter of those two.
I had a chance to talk with Cheatham, Coach Cheatham from Round Rock yesterday when I went down to the JV game. My boy plays on the JV, I think it's the white team. And while they were playing, Jeff and I were talking, and I just said, Jeff, how good is that Wildcat defense? And he said, you guys have a good defense.
He rolled right here by Reid. Reid rolls to the right, looks for an open man, doesn't see him, and just kind of stops. And right there on him, we've got, let's see, that's a defensive back.
That's our 24, Hall.
Oh, is that Hall? Okay.
Yep, that's our linebacker.
Let me get the right side of us going here. Oh, that's right. That's DeTavion Hall. All right, here we go. Straight drop once again. The receiver's going different direction from both sides. Pass over the middle, intended for number 11.
Number 7, Schulark, our cornerback on the stop there. I mean, boy, Round Rock's having to, down to a minute 39 here.
That's Jason Uwazi for Round Rock that tried to make that catch across the middle, but knocked out of his hand at about the 40-yard line. So it's going to bring up now. I believe it's third down. They stay have second. I don't know who the downs guy is. There he is. He's awake now. Third down and 11 to go for the Wildcats. We're on the right hash mark now, going left to right. They have 2 receivers on both sides of the set with a back to the left. There's motion with Brown back across the set. It's a deep pass down the middle. He can't get it off, has to throw off the back. It's going to be an interception. If you get there, can't make it. Great pressure up the middle, and Reid had to take a step back about the time he threw, so he's throwing off his back foot, and that ball was just kind of looked like a dying quail, but couldn't quite get anybody there quick enough to make the play. Who is that? That was
Schulark, number 7 for the Wildcats.
BJ just upset because he saw that all the way.
He was right on the 50-yard line, had an opportunity. It would have been a tough catch.
1:31 to go in the ball game with 39-25. Wildcats on top, 3rd and 10 on the 29-yard line. We're running out of gas a little bit out here, guys. It's 4th down. They're running.
Yep.
All right, got 3rd down or 4th down. Oh, they're going for it.
Yeah.
That's right, man. It's either. Never mind. Here we go. He's back to pass. There's pressure on. He's down.
Gully. Look at that.
He's down. Gully's right there.
Gully.
A.J. was across before he had time to even look up, see if anybody was open. That was 4th down.
Great Chris Lockett Remax defensive stop right there.
I called that wrong. That wasn't Gully. That was number 15, our sophomore, Antoine Holiday.
Oh, so they had Holiday in there.
They had Holiday. They sure did in there. Another one of those outstanding sophomores. This Wildcat defense, when you look at the two-deep roster, we have 6 sophomores between the first team and second team. So good defense could be around for the Wildcats for a number of years.
Good sophomores. The reason they're up here is to make the guys in front of them play better and to step in when they get opportunity or if they need an opportunity in case there's an injury. We're coming out in actually
victory formation.
Victory formation here. It's 39-25 with 1:16 to go, and it looks like Reid's going to take a knee. And he does, and the clock starts running. There's not a single thing in the world that the Round Rock Dragons can do about it. It's going to be 2nd down and 10, and that's going to run it all the way down.
Are we 2-0? Can you say we're 2-0, Joe? With no timeouts and a minute left, you don't want to say it. Hey, I'm going to say it.
Hey, I'll say it too, Art. I'm with you. I think we got this one.
Well, Alan and Art will say it. I think everybody needs to remember, though, just to be reminded, these are 2 teams that lost in the playoffs last year, and both of the teams that beat them went on to win the state championship.
That's right.
Tonight, whether you were listening, you're watching it on Facebook, the play-by-play from Alan, or you're here live.
35 seconds.
Man, you got your money's worth tonight.
Well, I believe it's over. I believe we can call it now because it's 39 for the Wildcats and 25 for the Round Rock
Dragons. You're real brave, aren't you, calling it with 24 seconds left.
when the Dragons are walking off the team and the officials have left and it's running down from 19, it's over. They're shaking hands before the clocks run out. Guys, this is a great game, and again, it came down to who took over the 4th quarter. The clock has run out. We're at Wildcat Stadium at Bob McQueen Field, and the final score is Temple Wildcats 39, Round Rock Dragons 25. This is Joe Palmer with Art Coley and my good friend Alan Rourke, and this is K1017 bringing you Wildcat football on Friday night.